This is the second episode. We have Nathan Molinaro right here next to us. He's
Me too.
He's going to be our second guest on today's podcast, y'all. We're going to just be talking, having a good time, and hopefully, diving into some spicy stuff. But I'll let you introduce yourself. I already introduced your name, obviously, but you can let them know what's going on and everything. Go ahead. You can start us off on who you are, where you came from, your daddy's ball sack, where you grew up, things like that. What you do now.
Well, I'm Uncle Nate. Everyone knows me as Unc. I am the Batman today, as you can see from my medium-sized fucking shirt. I'm going to be taking this shit off later. I grew up in Northeast Philly with the Batman. And I don't fucking know. We're here. We're here, baby. We're here and we're ready to crush Nelly's podcast.
Yeah, we'll see if we do better than Nelly's podcast. But
we're gonna crush
he grew up like 10, not even, maybe like a mile down the street from me.
Me too.
In the city of Philadelphia that I hate now. But he drove up for the weekend. He's staying here.
That's right. 4-hour drive last night.
He got here at like
4 hours.
10:30 last night. And he woke up late. That's why we started the podcast late too. But
Why did you say you were going to start it?
I didn't give up time. I just know how you are. That's one thing we'll get into, Chad, about how this man sucks with time.
Had to give Carrie time to wake up, and Chris
is there. No name's there. Nate's might be too quiet. Get Nate talking to your mic.
May too.
He said, "Speak up, Nate." Hold on, y'all.
Can you hear me now, Mr. Krabs?
All right. Get Nate talk.
How we doing? How you doing? Can you hear me now?
How's he sound now, guys?
Can you hear me now?
I just turned up his gain on his mic.
I'm taking this fucking shirt.
Take it off on camera. So he won a medium shirt from me. This is one of our, there you go. Okay, better. All right, cool. So this is one of the ones we don't sell anymore, but show it when you take it off. Show the camera. Show them it. That's one of the ones we don't sell anymore. But, yeah, for the ones who have not seen the first podcast, I had my good friend Nelly on here. We were in the Marine Corps together. So hopefully, like, once a month, we try to do a podcast. We get someone on here as a guest, and we host them. We talk about some crazy stuff, whether we grew up together or not. You know what I mean? Because I'll probably bring some people on here that I met maybe like 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, and this is our first time live. First time we did it, we just recorded it, and then I posted it live on YouTube, or posted it to YouTube as a video. So we're going to be here for probably like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, depending how long we go and everything like that.
I got plenty of questions written up from that, man.
And what we talk about and everything like that. So, but that's all you got is just, you grew up in Northeast Philly, down a thing from me. Down a mile from the road from me. You got nothing else to tell him? If you guys don't know, he is Nate, Uncle Nate from Fortnite, this guy we play with.
That's right.
I mean, not all the time anymore.
Fuck you.
Nah. Because he barely gets on because his PC sucks.
His PC's taking a poopy.
His PC keeps crashing.
I don't know. What do you want me to tell him? I'm a mechanic.
Tell him who you are.
I'm a hunter. I'm a fisher.
Give me five.
I'm a big outdoorsman.
Give me like 5 to 10 things about yourself.
All right. I play guitar. I am a hunter. I'm a fisher, which I just said.
What do you hunt?
You know what I hunt.
You hunt beaver. I got a great story for y'all. What he killed before that he was not. He should be in jail right now.
We ain't gonna talk about that.
No, we're talking about it. Well, good. Do you like to fish? What else?
I don't know. I like to play Fortnite. I like to have family time.
Oh, yeah, chat. Before we even get any further, viewer discretion
work?
is advised, y'all. We're going to be cursing and saying some raw shit here, so...
Oh, we're going to be fucking raw.
I know it's
we're
like...
We're going to be raw, dog.
I know it's a little different from the Fortnite videos we be posting, but, I'm not... We're going to be cursing and stuff like that, so if you guys don't like it or you're family friendly or whatever the case may be, don't watch it. watch the clean
right.
version. I'll edit this video later and post it probably like Wednesday with the clean version. It's still going to be cursing in it. I'm not blanking it out because this is
That's
like
right.
there's the whole point of the podcast right here, y'all. To unmask yourself, reveal your true identity. So we're gonna just be raw with it, raw dogging it the whole way through, and we're just gonna be getting into it. But where did that come? Oh yeah, you said what else do you like to do? I was gonna say jerking off.
Fuck you. Goddamn right. All day, every day, baby.
So what else do you do?
I don't know. A lot of side work. A lot of working on cars on the side.
Making that dough.
Making the dough. Big dough boy. That's why I haven't been on Fortnite as much. Making that money. I ain't got
You don't want to tell them about like where you grew up, how you grew up, like. Do you want me to just ask some questions?
Yeah, ask some questions.
You want me to ask them?
Yeah,
All right, so
let's see what you got,
so
homeboy.
it's actually just his birthday. Also, happy belated birthday.
Amen.
I mean, I said happy birthday to you already,
happy
but
birthday.
it was like 2 days ago or whatever. But so you grew up, you were born out of you were definitely a Valentine's baby, right?
Oh yeah,
Your
November 14th. That's
parents-
exactly 9 months, brother.
So your parents got it on. You know where they got it on
Getting
at?
it on Valentine's Day, them sickos.
Do you know where they got it on at?
No. You sick fuck.
Hey, some people can like talk about that stuff to their parents, so you don't know where they got it on at.
I don't know.
You just know you came out of your daddy's ball sack.
Yeah, I came out of daddy's ball.
On
sack.
he's
Good
a
thing mommy didn't swallow.
you're a Valentine's baby. That's what we're talking about. 9
That's
months.
right.
His birthday's November 14th, and
Exactly
Valentine's
9
is
months.
February 14th.
I think so.
Does the date ever change or no?
Nah, I don't think so.
I don't know. Happy B-Day. They're saying happy B-Day, but
Yeah, I don't know. I grew up in the Northeast. I had a friend, Joe. We met in Boy Scouts in like first grade, and I actually met
well, it was Cub Scouts.
Batman.
Those Cub Scouts.
I met Batman
Get it
through
right.
Joe. Fuck you.
Get it
I
right.
met Batman through Joe. He actually lived right out back of him. So I met him and his brother through Joe and our other friend, Steve. And we fucking hit it off, and now we're the best of friends.
That was our childhood group. It was me, my brother Nate, Joe, and Steve. So Joe and Steve, they lived directly behind us, like my brother and I. We were house here, and my house was here, our house. So we were like literally right behind each other, in front of each other, however you want to, I guess behind each other, because both of our back doors looked at each other. But and then he grew up a mile down the road.
That's right.
And we have the mutual friends of Joe and Steve.
Take our walks down in the creek, falling in the ice.
And now,
falling through the ice.
now Rick's part of our group too. But so we have like a small group. We don't really.
Yeah, Rick is Pandies. We also met Rick through Joe.
We met everyone through Joe.
That's
crazy. But yeah, so you were in the Cub Scouts.
Yeah.
What year did you join the Cub Scouts?
I don't fucking know.
How old were you?
2000
Like how old? We don't need a date. We don't need a year. Just how
I
old
don't
were
know.
you?
I was probably like 7, 8.
You were 7 or 8 years
I
old
was
in the
little
Cub
Nathan.
Scouts.
I was a
And when do you
wee Nathan.
go into the Boy Scouts? Like when do you cross over? What age?
I think we were like 12 or 13. And then
12.
the Batman joined.
So you were in the Cub Scouts for 7 years, and then you went to the Boy Scouts.
That's right.
In the Cub Scouts, what do you do?
A lot of
Do you
fuck
remember?
off.
Do you
I don't
remember? You don't?
Nah.
Why don't you
I don't
remember?
I don't remember a goddamn thing from my childhood.
What? Come on, Nate. You gotta
Ah,
remember
guy.
something. So you 7 years of what? Camping, hiking.
Oh yeah. Other than that, I mean,
What else did you do?
Everyone
Did
here
you do?
knows that.
People don't.
Get
Some people
touched
don't know
by
what
the
the Boy
leaders.
Scout Cub Scouts is.
Get touched by the leaders.
Man got touched when he was a kid.
Oh yeah.
So the Cub Scouts. Give me a background on that. Like, how was it? You like it?
It was good.
Did your parents make you do it, or did you want to do it?
I don't fuck it. I think my dad made me do it.
Yeah, it's a good program. Besides getting touched.
No, well, hey, some people might be into that. Definitely got in on that. No, you know the crew. We had the good crew in Scouts.
Yeah. So like, quick
We had the
backstory.
athletic crew in Scouts.
Quick backstory. We'd be like, why do people call Boy Scouts so homosexual and gay and
Not us. We were
why?
the,
But we're
the
like, why do
killer
people
crew.
every time we'd be like, yo, when the Boy Scouts, people would be like, you're fucking gay. And we're like,
gay?
how are we gay? Like, how is that? But because again, like our troop, like our group I joined the Boy Scouts when I was like 15, so I joined very fucking late. But
yeah, he joined the same troop as me and Joe and all of us.
But we would be like, why is we would play football, like kill the man, kill the man with the football. We played all the crazy
Frisbee,
stuff. We would
frisbee.
kill each other, fight. We would ground fight all the time. Like, we were like, why do people think Boy Scouts are so stupid and gay and whatever the case?
That's right.
And then we went to like a summer camp. Summer camp is where you go to a camp in the woods or wherever the case may be, for like a week, and there's other troops, other organizations within the area, or like 2-3 miles in the radius, that come to the same camp as you, and you guys do stuff together. And we got there and we're like,
Touch each other.
oh, we're like, oh, this is why people think Boy Scouts is stupid and gay, because
And there were
nowadays it's fine. Like, but back then,
it's 2024.
playing Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon, like,
Oh, they used to be.
It wasn't-
Everyone used to be gay for doing.
yeah, it wasn't like it got so so shadowed and frowned upon. If you did Yu-Gi-Oh or trade cards or Magic cards, you were like fucking.
I didn't even do that.
You were a
do
fucking
Yu-Gi-Oh?
loser. No, I have Yu-Gi-Oh cards,
You
but I
nerd.
never did them. But now it's like people love it, and it's cool, for 100%. But
That's right.
people playing like Magic cards and they're just like being weirdos,
Paul
so
brothers are selling cards for millions of dollars
know.
now.
So when we got there, we're like, yo, who wants to play Kill the Man? We would ask like the other troops. No one wanted to play. We're like, what the fuck? What are you guys being pussies for?
That's right.
Because they were all like nerdy and dorky, and that was just like
scared.
that was like
scared of Unc and Bat.
no, that was like the generation though back then, dude. It was just weird,
Yeah. They were all. I don't know.
It was just super weird. But anyway, so that's why I think Boy Scouts gets a bad rep, but I couldn't join right away. I wanted to join first of all because like y'all were there, but I also wanted to be be an Eagle Scout and stuff. But
That's
I had
right.
freaking stupid CCD for my sacraments. Not stupid, but I had to get my sacraments for the Catholic Church. My mom made me go, and the meetings were on Tuesdays. That's like the once a week thing where you go in and do whatever you got to do, get touched and stuff like that once a
yeah.
week.
I was getting touched. That's why I went to the Boy Scouts after.
My classes were on Tuesday, so I couldn't go. But once I graduated that, I was like, I'm joining the Boy Scouts, and that's what I did. And I had a damn good time. It was a lot of freaking fun.
I think that's where we started, like, really becoming like best friends too. Like, but we were friends before that. But Boy Scouts, like, we were hanging out all the time.
Yeah, you guys would go to Boy Scouts, and I would go to my classes. And
That's
it was
right.
like, it was dumb, but it was. We were just your normal average kids growing up. We didn't drink. We didn't smoke. That's not your average kids growing
That's
up.
right.
We were different.
We were weird.
We were weird and different.
We were going in the woods instead and
Yeah.
playing with freaking snakes and walking on ice in the winter, falling through it.
We would go in the woods where like the kids went in the woods and drank,
Those are the best times, man. Going away from them with paintball guns to shoot them.
Yeah, we'll get into that story, but yeah, so we grew up right by the woods, and we would always just chill. We would play video games, hang out, walk to the stores, buy 99-cent Arizona cans.
That's right.
Like we do.
Get the Chinese.
I want to say we were
food.
normal, but like that wasn't the normal thing. Normal
That's right.
thing was
We
to
were
go
the
out
good
on
normal kids.
weekends and fucking party and get drunk,
That's
and
right.
while you're 15, 16 years old, getting fucked up in the woods, getting
Yup.
chased. You know what I mean? Like
Nope, we were in the Chinese food store spitting rice all over the tables, laughing.
being animals everywhere. I was like pretty much every day we hung out. It was not a day.
right.
Well, I mean, there was obviously days we didn't hang out, but like it was, hey, see you tomorrow. Yeah, cool. All right. What do we got
Yup.
going on?
We would chill. Marcus would go in to eat. I'd sit out and play basketball in the neighbor's house out back till he was done.
We hung out all the time. It was crazy. We were like, I don't know, freaking at least 8
times.
hours out of the day. We did that shit
That's right.
every day, every goddamn day. I mean, it was good because we kept our nose clean. We didn't get in fucking any trouble.
That's right.
Because when you do that stuff, more opportunities, like more dangerous opportunities open themselves,
Yup.
like getting jumped and stupid shit like that. Or getting involved with the wrong crowd, and you know what I mean. Not keep your head on straight, pretty much. But yeah, freaking
It was a good childhood.
when we I remember joining the Boy Scouts. I was so happy, and then we were pretty much inseparable at that point. Like the group, it was me, Joe, and Nate. We were the only three, right? And Steve.
Yeah,
But Steve stopped, didn't he? Did he stop or did he finish
I
Boy
think he
Scouts?
finished.
So it was just us three, and we ran
Finished too.
it. Like we were the we were the guys, like the grown-ups that the little kids looked up to, you know what I mean?
That's right.
But it was awesome.
They still do. They love seeing us or saying stuff about us.
Yeah.
I always talk to, like, they'll hit me up on Facebook or something, or if I see them outside, they'll ask how we're all doing.
Yeah, it was a great like childhood. You made great childhood memories and shit like that. But, yeah, it was cool. And you did online schooling for high school or for grade
Just
school?
For high school.
Just for high school? You weren't.
That's right.
Where'd you go for grade school? Christ the King?
That's right.
I don't fucking remember that.
Only for 7.
I literally. I
7th grade.
swear, dude. I literally remember you going to high school or being homeschooled. I don't
That's
remember you.
right.
I don't remember you going to school anywhere besides
I met
homeschool.
you when I was in Christ the King, or like right before I was.
Yeah, it was
gone.
like 7th or 8th grade, right?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Well,
He
yeah,
did-
because then I was hanging out with Joe like every day because we were going to school together and then hanging out after.
Yeah, you guys were. So you did high school 4 years online.
That's right.
How was that?
Oh, so nice.
Do you like it?
Dude, I could wake up at 11 a.m. and be done by 1 every day.
See, like now it's normal, but back then it's like
That's
it
right.
wasn't normal. Now it's like I want to.
awesome.
When I have kids, I want to fucking homeschool my kids or do online school.
That's right.
I don't give a damn about their like social awkwardness or anything.
Dude, deer season, I could get my whole week's of work done in like 8 hours. Just go deer hunting.
So did you
not have
wake
to
up
worry
at
about
11?
schoolwork.
Every day, pretty much.
Well,
What time did you go to sleep though? Probably like fucking 2, right?
late.
Fucking gross.
Same time as I do now, like 1 or 2.
That's crazy. I can't.
You know, I
do
was
that.
up till 1 last night watching the Mike Tyson fight.
It's fucking stupid. That stupid Mike Tyson fight.
That was garbage.
I knew it was gonna be garbage, dude. Like, dude's fucking
Garbage.
55 years. How old is he?
58. He's an
Fif-
old fucking man.
58 years old, hobbling around the ring, dude. I'm not watching it. It's
right.
cool to see Mike Tyson, but it wasn't in his prime. You know what I mean?
No, and he was injured. He was having a problem with his knee.
Mm-hmm. I saw the brace on his knee, but yeah. So we have a lot of memories, a lot of stories we could definitely go through as childhood. I remember I wasn't there. Were you there when y'all got jumped? Were you there or no?
I just left.
Damn. So you and me both weren't
I
there.
just left on my bike like 10 minutes before.
All right. So like, long story short, we had like this rival group of kids we fucking didn't like. They bullied Joe, right?
Me too.
They bullied Nate. I didn't know the guys because I went to a completely different school and everything like that. But they came out of the woods. There was like probably fucking 20 or 30 of them.
Something like that, and they were all drunk.
They were all drunk, of course. They're like, I'm telling you, we were like fucking 16 years old. And Joe's house, the woods we went into all the time, Joe's house was literally across the street. And then from my house, it was just a hop of a fence. And you're fucking at the woods pretty much. So these are the woods that the kids went drinking in all the time, blah, blah, blah. Like, and I think they were just sitting on the steps right by the woods across the street from Joe's house. I think it was,
I
right?
think so, or they were standing like in
Right.
the
So they were
parking
just sitting there.
lot. They were just chilling.
These kids come out of the fucking woods all
Just
drunk.
chilling, man.
And I'm just telling my story, what I remember, and what all the shit that Joe, John, Steve, right? Steve was there,
Yeah.
and
He
there
left to
wasn't Mike Naylor there or whatever his fucking name
I think
was.
him and Joe Mole were there too.
And Joe Mole, yeah. They came out, and my brother had his girlfriend there at the time, and from what I've heard, this big girl, this fat girl,
Oh yeah,
This-
big mama.
this fat girl tried to like steal the girl's phone. Who was it? Was it
Yeah, I
Sam?
think they're trying to steal Sam's phone. or
Her name was
something.
Sam. The girlfriend was Sam.
They were like throwing
Um,
rocks at her or something. I forget.
And again, from what I remember, John had Sam's phone, and she tried to like go in his pocket to steal the phone. So John like whipped around. John's my brother too, and he's a big motherfucker. All growing
That's
up,
right.
he was like fucking 6 foot at like 15 years old. He was a big fucking dude. He still is, obviously. He's like 6'1", 6'2", but
She did something. I think she hit him or something.
No,
John,
like, I
John
thought-
punched her in the face. Or
I
pushed her down the
thought he
hill.
like just pushed her down the
I think
hill.
he pushed her and she rolled down the hill.
Yeah, like he tried to go in her pocket. He like swung around and like legit pushed her down the hill, and she
That's right.
fucking rolled.
Oh yeah, she rolled.
And then
baby.
another fucking girl John turned around, and another girl just rocked my brother right in the face. And then our buddy Joe came over and like pushed her down the hill. Again, they weren't like teeing off on these girls.
That's right.
Just pushed them, to try
Just
to
trying to get them out of the
de-escalate.
way.
Yeah. And And then after that, like this other dude came up and like smoked Joe or something, and then it was just a fucking all out brawl.
I think Joe said he had 3 dudes on him.
Yeah, at this point it was like an all out brawl again. We're like 15, 16, so there's fucking kids that are like 4'5", you know what I mean? Little ass puny kids.
I think Joe knocks the one kid out. 'Cause I saw him the next day with a black eye.
And everyone's
walking down the
fighting, and then
street.
like the best thing I remember from the story was Joe's stepdad. We call him Big Steve. He's been in our lives, since I was like born.
And Leslie, she came out too.
Yeah, so
she beat the shit out of the fat girl.
So Big Steve came out because again, they were right at the house was right across. He was like in the garage, right, or something like that. And
Steve went over to get them.
Did he?
Steve left to go get them.
So Big
God
Steve
bless
and
him.
Big Steve, like back in the day, he was like 5'8".
he's a
He was
big
like a
boy.
bowling ball. He was huge. He freaking worked out. He was a national park cop or something? Park ranger, that's what it is. Like he was a park ranger, so he's pretty fucking husky. Came over and was like trying to de-escalate the fucking situation, and then the kids like jumped him. And he's got like 3 kids on his back, and he's fucking like flipping them off his back. He's holding the one kid up to the tree.
He said he picked the one kid up and held him in the air.
Held him in the
Kid
air like a
was,
fucking
shit in his pants,
like a twig. And then Leslie came over, which is Joe's mom. And obviously Big Steve and Leslie are husband and wife. So that's how they were stepdad pretty much.
And she beat the shit out of the girl.
She came over and started smacking the shit out of the girls and scratching them and shit like that. So it was a huge fucking brawl. And of course, Nate and I.
We just missed it. I don't know where you were.
I don't know where I was either, but of course we weren't there because if we were there, dude, we would have fucking. I feel like we would have fucked them kids up even more.
I mean, even just Joe and John did. Like everyone else stood around and watched. Joe and John handled their own.
Yeah,
without anyone even helping them.
It kind of sucks we weren't there because we were. That's the shit why we needed to be together.
That's
you know what I mean? And then, yeah, it was fucking crazy. And there was another story where we were walking. It was like 5:30. Broad daylight walking when we got fucking held up with knives.
That's right.
We're fucking walking down the sidewalk. And again, it's like 5:30 in the afternoon, broad daylight. And it's me, Nate, Joe, John, and his girlfriend Sam. And we're just walking, and then we see a group of dudes coming at us. There was like 6 of them. And when I was younger, I always carried a knife on me because you never knew. Like I had like a Bear Grylls knife on me.
I remember those dudes. We loved those.
I had a Bear Grylls knife on me all the time, and because obviously you weren't able to carry a weapon at the point. We were too fucking young, but I remember we saw them. We're like, all right, they look a little sussy. We walked by them, and right as we walked by them, they were the leader. Again, we're like 16. This dude's fucking 24 years old, but he's like 5'2". I will never forget what he looked like. And Quincy Williams.
That's right, not the football player.
Not the
different. He lived in the Bahamas.
Yeah,
He was
back. He was fucking over here on a passport. But anyway, we'll get to that point. He screamed, "Where's the green fellas?" Like they were fucking gonna rob us.
That's right.
And as we walked by, they all flicked open like fucking machetes. Like they fucking flipped their knives open, and we heard the clicks of like the knives opening.
That's right.
And we're like, oh fuck, dude, like what do? We look behind us and they're coming right at us. And we're like 10, 15 feet away from each other, and we start fucking running. And I'm like, yo, I got my knife. Like we're about to fucking have a sword fight.
A sword fight.
And like while all this is happening, by the God's grace of Joe's mom was driving by,
right.
She saw us because again, this is like right where we fucking lived. Like we were down the road. Not even a half mile down the road.
I think Joe called her, and she was like right in front of us.
No, she didn't call her. She was coming. She was just so happens to be coming back to the house.
Yeah.
She saw us. She fucking did a 180. Are you skirt? Fucking tires are skirting. And we're like, what do we do? Because we're going to go to Steve's house, remember? Because Steve's house is right there. And his mom's like, get in. We fucking jumped in the car so fast, and they're still chasing us. And we obviously didn't go back to the house because we didn't want their parents to see us. Philly up. But they didn't want us to see us. Go to the house and know where we lived. But what's it called? We called the cops.
And then Big Head found Quincy.
Yeah. Well, him and Quincy or Big Head and fucking the cops found him. He was like helping him. Was it? I had no idea.
Well, I think Big Head tackled him or something.
I don't know.
And Officer Murphy came over or something like that.
But dude had a knife like that big in his fucking pocket.
That's right.
Big old red knife. I'll never forget that. And they when we called the cops, it was like 20 minutes after the fact that it happened.
Yup.
And brother's still fucking there.
That's
Brother
right.
was still just hanging around. He didn't have his posse. He didn't have his fucking posse with him,
I
but
don't know what he was doing.
bro was still just
walking.
sitting there, like waiting for the cops to come fucking get him. And they arrested him. They fucking found the knife. We're like, yep, that's
right.
him. And then
we
went to fucking court. Like, it was a whole ordeal.
You had to testify against him.
Yeah, I testified against the motherfucker. Like, he was in a full-on jumpsuit, fucking cuffs.
That's
clipped to
right.
his fucking walking in like this. I remember I walked into the courtroom, and this man sitting there cuffed up, and he just, I look in, and I don't know why, but I instantly looked left, and there that motherfucker was, just in the chair, death staring at me like he wanted to rip my fucking guts out.
That's right.
And I was like, again, 15. And all of us were there. We're all at the courthouse, and they're like, one person can testify. And we all looked around. And I was like, fuck, I guess I will.
Wait, because you're the only one that saw the knife, I think.
I don't know. But I went in, and yeah, we talked to the judge, and there was the fucking typewriter person typing everything. The judge listening to me. He had a lawyer. The lawyer's trying to, like, fuck up my story. What's it called when you interrupt someone in court? Not testify. What is it called? Objective. Right?
Oh,
objective? Is it objection? Objective. I don't know.
Now you're fucking me up.
One of the two.
Objection.
Like, every time I was talking, the fucking lawyer was like, objection.
That's
and
right.
I was like, motherfucker. I was like, all right, keep going. Because he was trying to get my story fucked up. Because I was a young kid, obviously. He was 24 years old on the in the United States
right.
from the Bahamas on a passport, on a visa. And
he
he lived down the fucking street from us, too.
Yep.
Like, he was in, like, a fucking trap house.
Yeah,
like in a
sent
fucking
him back, I think, too.
he was in a drug house, and like, yeah, they shipped his ass back. They fucking deported him, or I don't know, they just sent him back. But yeah, he was like in a fucking drug house. So I guess they got more evidence to be able to, ship him back. But
that's right.
Man, this motherfucker, dude, and their family was there. Remember, their family was his family was there.
Family was there. I forgot about that.
His family was there, and they started following us after we got out of the courthouse. They started fucking following us. We were being two dudes. Two dudes started following us. I remember two big motherfuckers started like following us. I'm like, let's get to the car right now and get out of here. So we did.
Yeah, I forgot
nothing
about
else
that.
happened after that. Like nothing came to, but I was shitting my pants. I'm not gonna lie. I was fucking 15, testifying in front of a judge downtown in Philly. The judge kept trying to fucking, or his lawyer kept trying to fuck me up, saying objected, and like trying to mix my words up. But I was good. The guy who was like my lawyer, I guess, I don't know, whoever was like in charge of me, they're like, you did a good job, man. Like
public, public.
He's
lawyer.
like, you didn't slip your words, you didn't like fucking tie around your story, blah blah blah. And the dude Quincy didn't say a fucking word.
That's right.
Because he knew he was wrong.
Yeah, that little pussy.
And of course, I'm not even lying. The dude was like 5'3". Dude was fucking small.
Yeah, he was a little guy.
He was like 5'3". I think I was taller than him.
He couldn't have been in the NFL if he tried.
Yeah, he was small, but we got.
It's funny every time I see that dude Quincy Williams. Who's he played for?
Yeah, Jets. The
Jets.
Jets. Yeah, I think of him instantly.
Yep,
Quincy Williams.
Every time I see that name.
Marvel, what's up? How you doing? Sorry. I got you. I got my iPad right here. So yeah, we have some crazy ass stories. Like, we just had a damn good fucking time. Like, growing the fuck up.
That's right.
It was definitely not normal, but it was normal for us because again, we didn't do anything. But high school was cool. We just hung out, man. We didn't really do nothing too much. Y'all went hunting. I never went hunting because I was always fucking playing sports. Which definitely,
you wanted to get your hunting license, but you never did.
It was such a missed opportunity. I should have stopped. Should have stopped playing. Not because I had football. Like, I just had so much going on. And then when I went to judge, I fucking kept playing football there too. You know what I mean? Like,
That's right.
So I was always just doing shit, man. I was swimming, playing basketball. It was just so much, but it was a fun time. So
Amen.
when you got out of when you got out of high school, did you know you were going to do like your junior, senior year? Did you know what you wanted to do?
Oh yeah, Daddy always knew he was going to be a mechanic.
You always knew it?
I always knew.
When did you know? Like when did you find out you knew you wanted to be a mechanic?
I was probably like 10 years old.
And you knew you wanted to be a mechanic?
I knew when my uncle and my dad and my papa all told me they were mechanics. I knew that was it. Uncle may be retiring soon, though. Who knows?
We'll see. So you did that, and then what? You went after high school. What'd you do?
Went right to tech school.
Tech school, and that's like a
2014 to 2015.
And what's a tech school?
It's like they teach you everything about cars, or they have like HVAC, electrical.
So it's like
all
a,
that
it's
shit.
like a, fuck is it
Like
called?
trade school.
Yeah, trade school. Thank
Yeah.
you. So it was like a trade school, but it was
Yep.
called tech school, and it was
Enco Tech.
it was on, it was online.
Nah, it was in person.
Was it?
Yeah.
I don't fucking remember.
I used to.
Was I in the Marines when you went?
I don't think so.
2015 to 2016. When did you graduate high school?
2014.
So you were in John's grade. You were a year in front of me and Joe. We graduated high
No, I
school.
was in Joe's grade.
He graduated 2015.
Or 20. No.
Yes.
Maybe it was 2016 then that I got done tech school.
So 2015, 2016.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you were in school when I went to the Marines. Because I went to the Marines
Maybe.
early 2016.
Because like my truck broke down, I had to borrow Joe's truck a couple times to get to school.
Are you serious?
That's right.
I don't remember
The
you going.
exploder.
I don't remember you going to school. So I think it was when.
Yeah, you might have been gone.
Because what you when did you start tech school?
2015, like literally right after high school, a couple months.
So like maybe August time frame. September.
Yeah, I think it was September to.
Remember, Greg and I went up to the Boy Scouts to. Remember, we were fucking lifeguards up there.
That's right.
Did you come
Maybe
up?
that's where you were.
Nah. Did you come up during that time? Didn't
I
you
don't
not
think
come?
so.
Yeah, because that's when we did the got you with fucking Chris.
Were you working there then?
Yeah.
I
think- God, where was I? I don't fucking
don't
know.
fucking
No, maybe
know.
it was 2014.
Yeah, I think we were just there for summer camp.
I don't remember, man. I really don't. Maybe it was 2014 because you and I slept in the same tent. Remember, we had that big tent.
Oh yeah.
It was like
We
you
were
had the
snuggling together.
you had the like the chow
were chilly.
hall. You had like the chow hall, and then like down that road to I don't remember. So you're looking at like Reska Falls fucking chow hall, right? Like
Yeah,
the
dude,
parade deck.
That campsite was.
It was like
awesome.
off to the left. Remember where it wasn't like down to the hill past the latrines. Remember the one year we
Yep.
stayed there.
No, them last couple years where we stayed they were good. Like,
Yeah.
I liked where they were.
Well, they had to because like we had older people like
That's right.
you know and Greg's mom and stuff who couldn't really do them hills and shit like that. But
That's right.
yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was 2014.
I thought it was.
But then we worked there. I worked there. I was a lifeguard at a Boy Scout camp. It was awesome. I stayed there for like 9 weeks, and they housed us. They fed us. They obviously paid us, and I gave kids their merit badge for swimming. And it was like an Eagle Scout required merit badge. So a lot of people always came and had to do it. They had to do it. Like when they came up to the
That's
camp
right.
for the week, they had to freaking do it. So
they had to at least.
maybe it
pass
was
the swim
2014
test.
because I did 2015. I went there, and then right after that, I was talking to the recruiter to go to because I wasn't 18 yet. I turned 18 in August, and I couldn't go at 17 because my mom wouldn't sign for me. So I had to wait till I turned 18. So that's why I worked at the Boy Scout camp.
Yeah, you were definitely here when I was in tech school.
I don't remember.
At least
man.
for a couple months.
I don't remember because I remember around January, like holidays came. Obviously, everything really slowed down because of the holidays. And once January hit, like February, I signed up for the Marine Corps or signed up, fucking, enlisted and like
That's
rose my
right.
right hand and everything and signed my contract. And then I was off in April. April I was off.
That's right.
So it was like a real quick turnaround. But, yeah, I remember that camp was so much fun. I loved going up there with you guys at that Boy Scout camp. And then we went up there. Remember, you came up for the wintertime, right? Remember it was Camp Hart. Wasn't it called Camp Hart? Remember we went up there for the Christmas fucking holiday?
Oh yeah. Was that hard?
I think it was Camp Hart.
Oh, I forget. I think it was hard.
And we stayed at the Turtle.
Yeah, we stayed at, and then we drove home. Me and Joe had to drive home the next day because he had work.
I don't know, but that's when you got pulled over. Didn't you get pulled over? You got pulled over, and you're like, I'm a Boy Scout. And I was in the back seat.
when we were in the Impala.
Yeah, and
That was a separate time, I think.
I was in the back seat, like, you pulled out the fucking Boy Scout
That's
card.
right. You're goddamn right. He let us go too. It was like Thanksgiving.
You were doing.
It was around now that we did it.
You were speeding.
Yeah, I had cruise control on, the fuckers.
Oh, you were going
We
down.
were going down there.
Yeah, you were
the
going
cruise control
downhill.
sped me up. I was like, you got to be kidding.
But I
me.
remember, like, me, you, Chris, Greg,
Billy?
Joe, Billy. I don't know if Steve was there.
I don't know what we were
Chris
doing.
Ropars. We went to one of the cabins and we paid. What was that fucking game called? Gaga? Remember
The
you?
one with the ball. Where
Yeah,
yeah.
I think it was Gaga, right?
Yeah, that was Gaga. Google.
Yeah, we stayed there. Remember the fucking dude? This was after I worked there, so I think it was December. It was like that winter of 2015, because I knew the dude Chris, the fucking like landlord for the cat. He was the guy who stayed in that cabin. Remember, he had the German Shepherd. The dude Chris, I think his name was Chris.
Got you, Chris?
No.
Different Chris.
The warden up there. He stayed in the cabin. Remember, you fucking drove into Resco and you had the cabin to your left.
Yeah.
The warden that
I
like
forget
stayed
his
in
name.
there. Yeah, it was fucking. It was good times though. That's the shit I loved. I loved going to the mountain house, just hanging out, being
That's
cool, everything like that. So, yeah, it was awesome. But when we were growing up, like towards when we were like starting to get older, Joe definitely fell off. He fell off for like at least a year. Like he kind of broke up. He kind of broke up from the group, right?
That's right.
We
started hanging out with them scums.
Yeah, he started hanging out with like some bad people and started doing some bad stuff.
That's right.
And like fucking just
He fell off for a while.
Did he smoke? Did he just do weed and drugs?
Smoked all the time. Just went down to the river, drank. I don't really know. Then he just flaked.
Did
on
he
us a
peer
lot.
pressure you into doing any of that stuff?
Nah.
Scab.
Ain't no way I'm getting peer pressured.
Scab. He peer pressured you.
Nah.
So you didn't smoke with him?
Peer pressuring me.
You didn't smoke with him?
Not down there, no.
But I never
Maybe
said
a couple times.
I never said
with, like,
down there. But
Hoffy
did you
or something
smoke
like
down?
that.
Did you smoke with him?
A couple times with like Hoffy and all them and Rick.
You and him never smoked by yourselves.
Me and Joe, I don't think so.
Scab.
Just
I remember
me and
him
Joe?
telling me the story where you guys were like hugging the pole. It was just you and him.
Nah,
And
we were at Hoffman's.
hugging a fucking wood pole in the woods or something.
That was me.
Yeah.
That was all me. We hotboxed Hoffman's. we hotboxed Hoffman's shed. Walked out of the shed. He had like a pole for their the top of their like the roof before you go inside the out back of his house.
Yeah.
And it had like a bar stabilizing it, and I grabbed the bar and I held onto the bar for 30 minutes and I was locked the fuck in. Like everyone was calling my name. They couldn't get me to stop looking at it. I was just locked the fuck in on this pole like that.
I feel like you got peer pressured in sometimes.
Nah.
Scab.
Ain't nobody peer pressuring.
Scab, you say that now, but back then I feel like you got peer pressured.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yes, you did. You and Joe would start going to the fucking 8-ball club or wherever the fuck that was.
Buskers.
I don't know. Is that what it
The
was?
spot.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. You guys would fucking...
The pool hall?
The pool hall,
Yeah,
whatever.
those Buskers.
Go there and start fucking drinking and playing fucking pool and shit. And it was like nasty inside. Yeah, you know what I'm talking
It wasn't
about.
nasty in there.
Yes, it was.
Fuck you.
I went there once. I was like, this is fucking disgusting. It was fucking gross.
Fuck you.
You know it was gross,
I
too.
like that place.
It was fucking nasty.
No, you're
Nate, you were
fucking
like
nasty.
15 years old.
Nah.
You knew it was fucking... Now looking at it, it's fucking nasty.
Nah.
It wasn't nasty.
I would go back there.
Oh, yeah, okay. I know Joe would.
I know better pool halls now. I would go to the other
I know
ones.
I know fucking Joe would.
That sweet thing.
Right?
He probably would. That's sicko.
You guys, I hated when y'all fucking drank. You, John, Joe, was so fucking stupid and annoying when y'all fucking drank. Well, I don't even know how old we were, but obviously it wasn't like when we were growing up. It was more towards like 17, 18 years old.
That's
We were like
right.
fucking, we were like, you know what it reminded me of? We were like, what's his name from Up? Fucking, not Kevin, not the bird. What's the fucking little kid from the Boy Scouts? What's his name from Up? The movie Up.
Oh my god, I don't know.
Come on.
Dude, I have no idea. I haven't watched that movie enough to know.
Chad,
that kid's name.
what's the dude's name from Up? The little boy who was in the Boy Scouts. He's like, "Hello, my name is Russell." I think it's Russell.
Is it Russell?
He's like, "I am a wilderness explorer." He's like, "Can I help you across your porch today, sir?" He's like, "No."
I haven't seen that movie in years.
You're so,
Dude, it's probably been
You're
10
so
years since I've seen
uncultured.
that movie.
it's a great movie. I think it's Russell.
It might
I'm
be.
trying to see if someone tells me. Dana, what's up? I think it's Russell. Country girl, how you doing? I think it's Russell. I don't know, but that's how we were. We were fucking like Russell. And then when you guys started fucking drinking and doing all this crazy shit, like Joe just fell in a black hole. I remember we didn't even talk
That's
to him
right.
for like
Yeah, I cut him off for a while.
I felt it was like a
I was
year.
there if he needed me, but I wasn't like asking him to hang
And
out.
I remember Leslie, his mom, was like, "Why don't you?" She knew, but I guess she wanted to hear why John and I stopped talking to him, like, because
That's right.
he like fell off. He like wasn't him anymore. He wasn't like the dude we grew up with, and it was like a shame. And then he got back on track. He did.
Well, that was after what we were talking about earlier. After she broke up with him.
Who?
And he went down the hole. Allie.
Nah, it was even before that, wasn't it? I think it was before.
It was
that.
right after. It was right after because he was hanging out with them, but
it
not
is
with
Russell.
that whole crew.
It is Russell.
Fuck you.
I knew it.
No.
Yeah. So, and I felt like you kind of fell in that hole a little bit too. You weren't as bad. Yeah. Ask John. Ask John.
Nah.
Yes. Ask John.
Nah.
Ask John.
Nah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll ask him.
He knows. Because him and I would be like, what the fuck do we do? Because Steve was out of the picture.
That's right.
Because he was living, I think he was living with his mom by that point because she moved.
Playing video games all day.
Hey, you fucking watch it. You fucking watch your goddamn mouth.
Playing WoW all day.
Yeah. But, our buddy Steve, the one who lived out back from us with Joe, his mom and dad were divorced. Big Steve's ex-wife. They only had one kid. It was Steve, Stavy.
Yeah, Stavy.
And he had to split time with his parents, obviously. So like Monday, Tuesday was with us, like, Big Steve, and then Wednesday, Thursday was with his mom, and then they alternated weekends every other week. So it was like, if he was with us Friday, Saturday, Sunday, he would stay there Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, go to his mom's. And then vice versa. It would be Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, come to us. So he moved. His mom moved. And again, she lived like down the street from us. We were all like within the same fucking radius of each other. And then she moved out like in the suburbs somewhere. And he moved with her. And I remember Big C was so upset.
That's right.
He was so fucking upset.
Now he's back, living right around the corner from where she lives.
Yep. He's like right down the road. He's like right next door. I never been to the house.
Yeah, he's right down the street.
So he fell off, and then, well, he didn't fall off, but he just
life got in the way.
Yeah, he just separated from us, which is fine. And then Joe fell off. Joe, like, he didn't separate. He fucking just fell off.
Yeah, he jumped off.
We cut him off.
That's right.
We cut him off because he was like, I don't want to say he was being a scumbag. He just
needed to learn.
He just wasn't him.
Yep.
He just wasn't fucking him. He completely changed. And we told him multiple times why. And then there was times where he kind of like showed a little light to come back to what he was. And then it was like a full year, man. It was a shame.
That's right.
It was a fucking shame. And then you kind of fell down that road. Yes, you did. A little bit. You fell down the road a little bit, Nate.
I might have went on a little fork and then came back.
I'm not
I don't even know what you're talking about.
I'm not saying you like you were just with Joe the whole time, but you fell off a little bit, just a wee bit,
just a wee
bit.
A wee.
And of course, we can't remember what happened when you were freaking got drunk.
Nah, we're not talking about that.
Come on, talk about it. That's what this whole podcast is about.
Nah.
Telling your dark secrets.
Nah.
Why? What's wrong? Did you kill someone?
No.
So then what's wrong with talking about it? It's a life lesson learned, is it not? It's not like you fucking murder somebody and then you fucking happen.
Daddy drove when he was 18 and got in trouble.
Tell him what happened. So I feel like you were driving home drunk from the fucking pool hall with Joe.
No,
yes or no?
We were at a college party.
Okay, you were at a fucking college party when you were what?
They thought we were cops and they were trying to fight us.
The kids?
I
the college kids?
Out. Yeah, dude.
They thought you were cops.
They thought me and Joe were like adult cops.
What the fuck?
Yep.
I remember. Oh, that's right. It was the college. I remember. I thought it was the pool hall, but like that's when you started falling off. That's what I'm telling you. That's when you were like kind of veered off, but you came back.
Well, yeah, right after that. That's like.
And then
you learn your lesson from that shit. Well, some people do.
So you fucking. You were fucking coming home. Where you were? How drunk were you? Were you that drunk? You were that drunk? And then what? What do you remember the night?
No.
I just remember, I don't know who told me, but you like veered off and you hit a curb.
I hit a curb. They heard
you blew both tires blow,
heard
right?
my tires fucking flopping. Pulled me over.
Flapping.
They,
but the funny thing was, Joe was with you in another car. in another
He
car.
was right in front of me and drove away when I got pulled over.
Like, I don't blame him, but like, fuck,
Yep.
you know. So you got what? What'd you blow?
A .19. More than double.
At least you didn't kill anybody.
That's right.
Because that would have been, you would have went to jail for like 20 fucking years.
Yep.
That would have sucked. So you got your DOI. You got slapped on the wrist. Was the cop cool with you? Do you remember the cop?
Yeah, kinda.
Kinda.
I remember telling him I had to pee when I was in the back of his
So
car
like when
over and over again.
So when you got
pee, sir.
So you know how like people say when you're drunk and like something traumatic happens, you like snap out of being drunk? Did you ever have that happen? Nah. Like something serious happened and you're like, oh, I was fucking drunk or buzzed and now I'm not because like all my energy and stuff is focusing on this?
Nope.
Do you know what I'm talking about? I feel like people have said that. I don't know.
Well, definitely not that night. I was too gone that night.
So when he pulled you over, you were like, you just were fucking loopy?
Yep. He was like, how many did you have? And I was like, how many what? He was like, you know what? I was like, fuck.
He could probably smell it on you, right?
Oh yeah, he was on the passenger side and smelled it.
That was crazy. So how long were you at the party for?
10 years ago, bro. 10 years, 1 month and 4 days ago. So that happened.
So you just turned 18?
Yeah.
No, yeah.
I was 17, about to turn 18.
Oh my god.
That's right.
So you were there at the party. How long were you there for before you had to dip?
A couple of hours, probably.
And who invited you to the party?
You know who.
No, I'm asking.
Joe.
I don't fucking know. So Joe invited you.
Joe knew someone.
And how the fuck did Joe
get?
How did Joe get invited?
I don't fucking know. He knew someone.
Was it like at Abington? Like where was
Yeah,
it?
it
Was that Penn State Abington?
Yep.
Oh, fucking Allie went there, didn't she?
I don't know.
You don't know? Were they?
I don't think they were even together at that point.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was 7. You were 17. He was 16.
But yeah.
Probably. So you were there for a few hours.
Learn from it. Don't do it.
What were you
because
drinking?
I learned from that. I lost so much money.
What were you drinking?
Oh God.
You don't remember?
I don't remember. It was shots.
Shots, not like no beer or anything.
And I was scared, and I said we got to go, and we fucking dipped.
So
out.
you were there partying for 3 hours. Say just 3 hours.
It was probably 3 hours.
So you're just there partying for 3 hours. Obviously, I already know how you are. You were fucking probably just hugging Joe's dick the whole time.
Nah.
You didn't know anybody.
Nah.
Scab. Don't make me bring up that Tennessee story where you're hugging the ATM. Falling asleep on it. Anyway, we'll go down that story or that rabbit hole soon. But so you guys were probably together, and then what? Like they were like, these guys are fucking cops, and you were like, oh fuck. Like why'd you get scared?
I forget why. I think they were trying to fight Joe. I was
of
like,
course,
we got to get the fuck out.
Of course.
Here.
Why the fuck were they trying to fight Joe?
Yeah.
Do you know why?
I don't fucking know.
He was probably
looked like a cop.
He was probably being a fucking cop.
Looked like a fucking old man.
He was probably being a cocksucker.
Probably was.
Yeah, he probably. You're right. He probably looked like a cop because he always wore his fucking aviators, and he was in the police academy.
Yeah. Yeah. He was fucking screaming cop to these people.
And he was probably he was probably 16, right? Because Joe's what? Joe's 27 now.
I think.
Oh no, he'll be 28.
I think he was 17, about to turn 18 that January.
Right, because it's you then him. Yep. All right, so
yeah,
you got scared. You're like, yo, we need a fucking dip. And he drove his Taurus, and you drove your Exploder.
That's right.
And you guys were like, were you guys like starting to shove each other, or like you were just like, we need to get out before it escalates even more?
I forget. I think we were starting to get like hazy, and I was like,
I want to know, like, I would love to know why the fuck that arose. Like,
I don't know. The one dude was weird as shit. The one dude who was trying to fight him was like really fucked up, drunk,
and no one tried to like separate y'all. Like
they were, but he kept coming back.
You guys were trying to get your willy wet, weren't you guys?
Nah.
Try to get your dick sucked.
Joe definitely was.
He was trying to get his dick sucked?
Oh yeah, 100%.
And what were you?
There was a girl who invited him.
Oh, and what were you going to hold his balls?
Yeah. I was going to put my finger up his butt.
Oh, I know you like that.
Yeah, buddy.
All right.
Yeah, I learned from that.
So you guys dipped. You fucking scoot boogied right out of there.
Took my ride in the cop car.
Went to the
police station.
How long were you driving before you crashed?
Like 20 minutes.
God damn. So you were almost home?
I was probably 15 minutes from home.
So they made you leave.
I was trying to get to a parking lot to change my tires out too.
Right. Oh, so you hit when you impacted the fucking curb, you just kept driving?
Oh yeah.
And the cop, so you were like a fucking...
He was coming that
Sore
way.
thumb just
He
stays.
was coming that way, turned behind me, and came right back out.
Damn. So if you didn't hit the curb, you probably would have been
Oh,
fine.
I would have been solid.
That sucks. So you fucking hit the curb. He pulls you out. He knows you're fucking drunk.
Yeah.
And then what? You get in the car. He takes the car keys. He leaves the truck there
Yeah.
on the side of the road.
Took me to the station.
Did
the blood work. Got the blood work back.
And this is all
my
at
parents weren't
Do
answering.
you know what time at night it was?
Dude, it was like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Damn.
My parents weren't waking up for them like when they were calling them, and I needed a parent to pick me up because I was underage. So the cop drove me to my house and
How
came
far were you
upstairs
from?
with
Do
me.
you know? Were you like sober at this time? Like, were you getting your attention
no.
back? You were
Oh,
still
no.
drunk.
Oh, we'll get there. You'll know how drunk I was.
So
So he drives me back home.
how far? What station were you at? Like, how far from the house?
I think like
Well, was it an Abington cop?
Lower Moreland or
Was it
something.
was it an Abington cop?
No,
was
but
it-
it was close.
Was it a Philly cop? Like who? Do you
No,
know?
it was Moreland, which is like in between, I think.
Oh, okay. So he drive. He does his good diligence.
Drove me home
Drive you
like
home.
30 minutes from the station.
And you were
fucking-
still? Were you just in the back of the cop car, drunk as fuck,
Yeah.
like drooling?
Pissing
Like,
my pants.
what- Did he let you go pee
Yeah, at the station.
at the station?
Yeah.
Did they do blood work or piss
They
test?
had the ambulance come. They had to do blood work.
Did you do a piss test?
Nah.
No.
They did the blood work because it's most accurate. So then he takes me home. I bring him up to my parents in the house.
Oh, because you had a key, right?
We had Bud. I was like, you're all right with the dog? He's like, yeah, I'm cool. Bud was all over.
You had a
But,
key.
like,
You had your keys on you.
yeah.
How if you were able to
I
keep
think
your like?
he kept the truck key and gave
Oh.
me my keys back.
Okay. So
we-
you got home. You went
We go
upstairs.
up, my parents are in bed. Brandon was still like 3 or 4 years old, so my mom was sleeping in the bed with him in my room. We had bunk beds, so I was at the top, he was on the bottom.
Right.
And they were sleeping on the bottom bunk. I went in, had to wake them up. I was like, Mom, there's a cop in the living room. She's like, oh no.
And what was Bud doing?
He was just sniffing the cop, playing with the cop.
And the cop just stayed in your like living room.
Yeah. And then my mom came out and talked to him. She said by the time she got done talking to him, I was in the bottom bunk sleeping with Brandon because I couldn't make it to the top
Oh
bunk.
my gosh.
I was fucked up.
And did your so
then
did
I
your
slept
dad get awakened that night? Did he get
No.
woken up, or was it in the morning?
He found out the next morning because he asked me where the truck was.
And then like when you woke up the next morning, were you like fuck?
Yeah.
Were you like fuck
Because I had
me?
Joe pick me up to go get the truck, and my dad got home before we could go get the truck, so I had to tell him.
Damn. And did your mom beat you or anything?
Nah.
No, she didn't fucking whoop your ass.
Nah.
Did your dad?
Nah.
They just like
They were
hey,
just quiet.
they're like you fucking did this, you made it.
That's
You
right.
sleep
You
in
made
it.
your bed, you lie in it.
That's a good lesson.
That's right.
Good.
Learn
good.
from it. You
Good,
know,
no, like
you know
good
I
lesson.
never
Good
do it
lesson that
again.
they didn't beat the shit out of you. They were
Yep.
like, "All right, hey, you fucking got paid for everything."
That's right.
So you went to go get the truck.
Oh, yeah.
Did you change the tires?
No,
when you
we
got
had
there?
to take him to a tire shop. Papa S had to pay. I had to put the spare on, and then he had to pay for a new tire for the other rim.
You put the donut on,
Yeah.
and then you drove it back. Were you
Yeah.
Were you allowed to drive it back?
I think my mom drove it back.
Your mom wasn't licensed either.
She didn't even have a fucking license.
Fucking criminals. That's funny.
I was like, how are you gonna let her drive back when she doesn't even have a license?
That's funny. Well, I would be like, "Fuck you." So the next day, right? You woke up, you got the car fixed with the truck, you brought it back to the house, it stayed there.
Yeah, they took the keys from me for a while.
Who? Your parents?
Yeah.
Well, how'd you get the key back from the cop? Did you give it to your
My
mom? and
dad got it from him.
So like the next day, were you just like shitting bricks the whole day? I'll be so like,
Oh yeah.
I've been so nervous.
I
Not
was on
nervous,
edge
but like
all day.
like a nervous wreck.
I was waiting for my dad to blow up on me, but he never did.
And so what? You just have to wait for like paperwork to come in. Like what? How did that happen?
I don't even.
Because you had to go to court, right?
Yep.
And you testified.
Oh yeah.
You did testify, or did you
Oh,
just
yeah.
plead guilty?
I hired a lawyer.
Did you plead guilty?
I don't remember.
Are you allowed to plead guilty if they like know you're fucking you blew and your blood work and shit?
I don't remember.
So why'd you
I
hire?
think she just talked him down
Why-
on like the time of losing license and stuff.
So that's why you hired the lawyer. How much the lawyer cost?
Like $5,000.
$5K. Did you take out a loan? Like how'd you pay for it?
I don't remember. I think she gave me like a payment plan.
Oh, like every month you pay
That's when I
so
was broke.
every month you paid so much money. And what else you had to pay for? Did you have to like do community service?
Oh yeah,
He did.
I did like 40 hours of community service.
When, like every Saturday?
Yeah,
What'd you do? Did you go pick trash
cleaned
up?
up like baseball fields.
And did you have like a supervisor?
Oh yeah, they were fucking awesome.
The
It
supervisor.
was like I would go watch a baseball game, eat some hot dogs, and then clean the field after.
That's what you did?
Yeah,
That's not bad. So
set
what?
up the field, clean up.
And it was all local?
Yep.
Did they pick you up? The supervisors?
No, I think I drove there. I still had the license to drive there.
So when did you get your license taken from you?
Oh yeah,
For how long?
3 months.
That's not bad.
That's right.
But that wasn't until you were found guilty, right? So you were able to drive and shit all the way through, like
Yeah,
all the way
they
up
keep
to
it
the
for like a year.
all the way up to the court date, right? But if
Yep.
if you got pulled over again, what would have happened? Would they have seen that you were like charged with a DUI or like a felon? Like were you a
I
felon?
don't think so. I don't think it was on my record until after court.
Oh, okay, that makes sense because you can't. Yeah, because you
Like,
weren't
they might
found
have been able to see that I was pulled
right because you
over,
weren't found guilty yet or whatever
That's
the fucking
right.
case was. So you paid $5,000 for the lawyer. What else did you have to pay for? Anything else?
I
Is
don't
that
think
pretty
so,
much
but
it?
Back then, that was a lot for me.
Oh yeah, 100. I mean, $5,000 now.
17
Fucking,
years old. Goddamn right.
that's crazy. How long did it take you to pay it off?
I don't know.
Was the lawyer there to like just for your money? Or did she actually care? Was it a girl?
Oh, she didn't give a fuck.
No, she was just there for her
I would
money.
have been better off at a
How'd you-
fucking public.
How'd you
lawyer.
find her? Like how'd you get? Did they like give you
Oh, dude.
recommendations?
Mail just comes in like fucking crazy. Dude, I was getting out. Even if I tried to hide it from my dad, I wouldn't have been able to.
Yeah.
Because he would have seen all the shit coming in from lawyers.
Like, you need help?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
What's going on, Nate?
Oh
what
my
the fuck
god.
did you do? Yeah.
That's fucking funny, man.
Yeah, it's just fucked up.
That's fucking funny. That's so funny. You got all that mail.
Yep.
God damn, that's fucking crazy. Did you get any shunt from anybody or anything? Like anyone fucking? Did you lose any relationships or anything?
Nah.
You're so young,
Shit.
you know.
I wasn't allowed to hang out with Joe for a while.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you like blame him for it?
I don't think so. I think they did because he took me to the party and then knew that I was driving, but also drove.
And he probably tried to hide the fact that he left you.
Probably.
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, like at that point,
If I know that guy. Oh, yeah.
At that point, it's like I don't blame him from leaving, but it just sucks because that's such a tough situation. It's like, do you leave your boy or do you just, hey man, I'll get the
I'll get
DUI too. Tell the cop to fuck off. Try to.
That's right.
Hey, you drunk too? It's like, oh fuck,
Oh,
fuck. Put your hands behind your back.
That's right.
So it's like I can't blame him, but like at the same time, it's like, bro, it's a tough situation. I probably would have been. Did he even pull off to the side and like watch from a distance, or did he just go straight home?
He pulled off until he saw the cop pulling me over, and then he left.
Yeah, it's fucking. That's a tough situation, man. That sucks, but I mean, again, you learned your lesson. Do you still drink today?
Damn right I do. I don't
Some
drive.
some people fucking.
Drinking and
when they-
driving, isn't it?
Some people
That's what they
get
have
like
Uber for.
yeah. Some people when they get into like when they get into situations like that, it like changes them, and they're like, yeah, I'm not doing that ever again. Like
That's right.
Nelly was that way. Nelly doesn't drink anymore. He's like 2 years sober.
That's crazy.
And dude, when him and I were together in the barracks, he would drink like it was fucking water.
I barely drink now though, and if I do, I'm Ubering home.
That's why I never did it, dude, growing up, because he did shit. I don't do it now. I don't drink now, but like back then, obviously you're fucking more immature. You're just like, fuck yeah, it's so cool to get drunk, man. Like that's the fucking cool thing to do, bro. Like if you don't get drunk, you're not fucking cool. Like I
right.
never fell into that, but like that's what it was growing up. If you didn't drink, you weren't fucking cool.
That's right.
And like you just lose control of yourself. And I never, like how crazy I am, I would never want to lose control of myself. Because I don't know what the fuck I would do. Like
you drunk would be a different
I would be
animal.
dude, I would be like on PCP, bro, trying to fucking
That's right.
I don't know if I would want to fight people or like just be like run through fucking walls. Like
Oh, you would run through all the walls.
and like if I can't make it through the wall, just keep like a fucking goat, you know, run
That's
right into
right.
it again. So I never trusted myself to drink and get drunk, dude. Like no fucking way. And then I'd never. That's another thing too. I would never want to put that pressure or like responsibility on someone else to take care of me.
That's right.
Because like when people do that to me, it's like, dude, I don't know. Like back then it was a little different, but now it's like, bro, I'm 28. I'm taking care of a fucking grown ass man. Like
Me too.
In the Marine Corps, kids would get drunk all the time. I'd be like, dude, I'll try to take care of you, but if you weren't cooperating, hey, get the fucking duty over here. Maybe you'll start fucking listening, because like it's frustrating dealing with fucking drunk people.
That's
I just want to knock you the fuck out, but like I can't, because I would get in trouble, you know.
Well,
But like,
I felt that way with Joe a couple times.
yeah, it's hard. It's hard dealing with like drunk people. So if you're a cool drunk and everything, it's, you know, good on you and kudos to you. But there's obviously a lot of people out there that can't control their alcohol, get fucking angry.
That's right, and a lot of dumb ones that would go and get a second DUI.
Yep.
They
So
don't learn.
it's
I
rough.
did, luckily, when I was young.
That's why I never drank, man. Growing up, just first of all, it's a waste of money too. We talked about it on my first podcast about it, but I just never wanted to put that responsibility on someone to fucking take care of me and make a fool of myself, because you never know. Like, you could have done something really dumb, like real fucking stupid, and it gets
Could have killed someone.
Nowadays. Like, I don't know, just say something fucking racist or something on video, and it goes viral, and you know. Or you fucking sexual harass somebody, or whatever the case may be, right? And then you're trying to go for like a fucking nice corporate job, or whatever the case is, and they see that video, they're like, "You, sir, are not hired because you fucked up 8 years ago, saying this fucking whatever you did in this video." You know what I mean?
Yep.
So
if you don't learn from it, you're a fucking idiot.
That's why I just never did it, man. I was just like,
I bettered myself from that.
And now I love that I don't drink, and I don't look down on people who do drink, but I just love it because I don't need to freaking drink just to drink. You know what I mean? I don't know.
That's right.
I'm just very fond upon it. I don't give a damn. Hey, if you drink, I don't give a damn. Like, you guys drunk at the bachelor party, I don't fucking care. You know, like I was having a good time with y'all, and it wasn't like, oh, yeah, fucking, you know, we were just chilling. You know what I mean? So yeah, that was a huge lesson. Was that probably your biggest life lesson learned so far since you've been alive?
It sure was.
Yeah.
Sure was.
And now you look back, it's like 5K wasn't even that much. Obviously it was when you were fucking 17, but like that's crazy. And only 3 months, like suspended for 3 months, and that was it, right? Community service and bada boom, bada bing.
That's why it was only 3 months, because I did all that shit. I did everything I could to make it be as low as it could.
Right. That's fucking crazy, man. I mean, good on you.
Yep.
You know, shit happens for a fucking reason, but
look at me now.
That's good that it was your biggest life lesson and you actually learned from it, you know what I mean?
Yep. I know people who just got their second DUI because they're fucking idiots.
It's a shame, man. It really is. It's 100% your
now you're going to get jail time, lose your license for a year.
So if you get another one, you get jail time?
I think so. At least a couple days or something, or like you lose your license for a year.
It's all self-inflicted, you know what I mean? For the most part. I mean, obviously there's cases, but for like, I would say 95% of the time it's self-inflicted.
Yep.
That's why you never want to get peer pressure, chat. Fucking hold true to your fucking values.
Damn right.
So that was the biggest life lesson. Anything else like along those lines that happened to you?
Nope.
Shooting the baby hawk.
You sweet thing.
I'm gonna tell that story. If you got a story about me, fucking tell it. What do you got on me? What's your dirt on me? You got any dirt on me?
I don't know if I got dirt on you.
It's hard because I was gone for fucking 6.
I know you were gone in all the time that we could.
6.5 years. I feel like when I left for the Marine Corps, the group, like you, Jeff, Nate, or you, Jeff, John, Joe wasn't really in that group. I feel like you guys kind of stuck around for a little bit and then just like slowly just fucking separated. I'm not saying I held everybody together, but like I don't know, when I left, it was like you guys just like stopped.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think the same thing?
Yeah, probably.
I didn't get it. Like life happened. John went to the academy. He grew up. You know what I mean? Life was happening, but yeah. When I obviously didn't hunt with them, but they were hunting. Him and Joe, it was you two, right?
That's right.
And they were hunting in the woods up here in PA. And what were you guys hunting for? Pheasant?
Dove.
They were dove hunting. You got a dove on your shirt. Is that dove? Oh, it's an eagle. Never mind.
Birds.
I just saw the wings. It looked like
I got the dove right there.
It looked like a dove. So this man is going for dove, and he sees something flying up in the distance. I'm going to tell my side. I don't want you to tell yours. From what other people told me. He just seen it fly, and you just fucking fucking shot it, right?
Goddamn right.
And what'd you
It
shoot?
was right above me.
What'd you
You
shoot?
know what I shot.
Tell him.
I didn't know what I shot at the time. I was young.
How old were you? Was this
I
when I
was
was in the
like
Marine Corps?
I think it was 16. 15 or 16.
Were you guys allowed to hunt alone at that time?
I think my uncle was with us.
Oh. So you shot, what'd you
But
shoot?
it was like that. I fucking looked up.
Saw
It was
flying.
dead in like 2 seconds.
You shot with a 12 gauge?
Yep.
Well, what is it? What'd you shoot?
You know what it was.
Tell them. I know, but they don't. Tell them.
You know what it was.
What was
They
it?
know what it was.
No, they don't.
You know what it was.
What'd you wind up shooting?
A little baby hawk.
My man shot a baby hawk. couldn't even see fucking a month of worth of life, and he shot it. How old
It
you?
looked like a dove.
So you just fucking blasted it. Yeah. And what'd you do with it after you shot it? Where you looked at it, were you like, fuck, or like, did you know it was a hawk when it hit the ground? Like when you went up to go look at it, like, oh, I got one.
I had no idea.
So you looked at it, you're like, oh, this is a dove.
I knew it wasn't a dove. I didn't know what it was. I was so young.
It was just some type of fucking bird.
Yeah.
How'd you know it was a baby hawk?
My uncle knew.
Oh, he found out?
Yeah, he came over. He's like, that thing has yellow feet. That's not a dove. I was like, God damn it.
So he knew it was and then you guys just found out it was a hawk.
Yeah.
Did you bury it?
Big federal offense.
What's so big about it? Was it like 10K?
He's
Like,
endangered.
I know, but like, what's the consequences?
Oh, I don't know.
Just a big federal offense for shooting a baby hawk?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like you're out there hunting for a baby hawk. You fucking
That's
shot it on
right.
accident, you know? There's probably trees and shit in your way, branches. You
Me
fucking
too.
blasted it. Blasted a fucking baby hawk. And did you ever look it up? Let's look it up. I'm gonna look it up. Well,
All right, you look it up.
I'm gonna look this up real quick, chat. Consequences for shooting a baby hawk in PA.
I think it's like $10,000 or.
All right, here it is. Hold on, this brought up a document. It says penalties shall be imposed for violations of Title I misdemeanor of the first degree, not less than 2,000. I don't know. Is it illegal to shoot hawks or any bird? No. It says what happens when you shoot a hawk? The hawk dies. That's literally on the internet.
shit.
What the fuck? It's a misdemeanor to hurt, harmless, kill, etc. native birds in the U.S. I don't know what the consequences are, but it's probably like at least $1,000 fine.
Yeah.
So what'd you do? Did you bury it?
I forget.
How
I
do
think I
you
just hid it in
forget?
the bushes.
What?
I think I just hid it in the bushes.
You fucking just yeeted it into
Die
the
with
bush?
the bushes.
You just fucking just tossed it?
Frisbee.
You didn't even bury it?
I definitely didn't bury it.
So you
I
just
didn't have time for that.
picked it up and was like, fucking flicked it like a booger?
Probably.
And did you guys keep that a secret? Or did Joe
yeah.
did Joe just tell everybody?
No, I don't think he did.
No. Until what? Maybe a couple years later? Like how we're saying,
Yeah.
how we're calling the story now?
I think John fucked with me and acted like people called Acme when we worked there and were asking for me and acted like they were like state
State reps.
people. Yeah,
That's funny. That's pretty funny. That's a funny ass story, shooting a baby hawk.
that's right.
But yeah, we have a lot of stories.
That's right. Many.
Try to think of other ones, other funny stories. What's your least favorite thing about me when we were growing up? Because it was hard. It's hard now, like not now, but growing up, because I left. I wasn't with you guys we were together probably for what, like maybe 4 or 5 years, if that. Now I don't even know. When did we meet?
Like 5.
When did we start? We probably met around 13, 14.
I think we were 12 or 13.
Yeah, my balls definitely didn't drop when we met.
That's right.
I don't think
You still
any
had
of
that squeaky voice.
I don't think any of us fucking balls dropped. Like maybe John, because he's fucking a mammoth. But
Bigfoot.
yeah. So we met at like 12, 13, and then I left at like 18 years old. So yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
you
say
guys
like
hated me when you met me.
5 years. I don't remember not hating you. I just remember Joe being fucking weird.
I remember you guys hated Joe because he used you for your computer all the time.
I don't even know if hate's like the right word. When you're younger, it's like you don't really hate somebody. You're just like,
Yeah.
I guess geeked out by them. I don't know, but I don't even remember you coming in the picture. Like I don't remember.
I don't remember a specific.
It's
day
just
where
like we just like binded, and then it was like boop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So what'd you hate? What'd you hate about John growing up?
About John?
Yeah, we'll go around the circle. What'd you hate about John?
I don't fucking know.
Say something. What'd you hate about him? What, not hate, but like what pissed you off that he always did to you, or like just mouth chewing? Like what the fuck? You know, like something.
Mouth.
I don't know. I'm just saying, like, what did you hate? Not hate, but what did you like? Fucking like piss you off, I guess, or get on your nerves, or whatever the case may be.
I don't know. I think he would always try to rub in like who he was dating to me.
Who did he? Oh, so he only dated Sam, the girl Sam, right?
Yeah. Sam.
And you liked her, right? Everybody liked her. I feel like Joe liked her too.
Oh, Joe. Oh, yeah. Joe definitely liked her.
I'm the only one who didn't.
Definitely,
I hated her. Remember how much I hate her?
You did.
I fucking hated that bitch.
Yeah, Joe definitely liked her.
So you, Joe, and John all like the same girl. No, Joe liked fucking Bertle. What's her name? Caitlin. Berdurtle?
Berdurtle.
What's her name? It's Berdurtle?
Caitlin Burdell.
Burdell, that's it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, we
So
like...
did you. You dated her for like 2 weeks.
Fucking dated, right?
Yeah.
Fucking...
You guys were like, oh, we're brother and sister, and then
Who?
dating. She always said that you were like her brother, and then she wanted to date
she said
you.
about that to Joe.
I
Because
thought she said it about you.
Joe liked her. Remember how Joe liked her?
Oh, I remember.
But she said that about him. I remember her and I dated. I don't even know.
There was like 2 weeks you guys
I don't even know.
dated. I don't even know if you hung out with her.
Bro, I don't even know if I asked her out. I remember walking her home.
That's right.
And that's it. And people were trying to like make us fucking like hook up and shit and fucking in public and stuff.
Weirdos.
So John would rub in the girl he was dating to you. It was Sam, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think that was it.
Was it worth it? You can probably ask him too. He would shake his head no.
That's
it's just different when you're growing up, dude. Now that we're both all more mature and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's right.
You're definitely more mature growing up. He always, I don't know. Yeah, he was like, I don't even know. I don't even know the right word for it. He would antagonize. He would antagonize for us to do something to each other.
That's right.
Like for Joe to hit you or you to hit Joe or vice versa, whatever the case may be. That's what he always fucking did. He would antagonize all the time. And I think he was like ashamed of us.
What do you mean?
Like he was like, yeah, they're my friends. You know what I mean? To like other people.
Yeah, they're my
like,
friends.
To his like
These
school,
are my fucking weird friends.
to his school friends. You know what I mean? Because like he was like trying to get in the cool group. You know what I mean? Definitely. All right, what about Joe?
Oh, Flaky McGee. We already know that's the easy one.
Just because he was just
he's
not true to his word.
To this day. To this day, that is my only gripe with Joe.
That's it?
Flakes. Yeah,
just flakes on you?
Yeah.
Okay.
He flakes too much.
He does. But that's a good thing about being fucking best friends. We can call each other out on shit.
That's right.
And we'll just be like, whatever, fuck
he
you.
Knows he's a flake.
We'll be
I
like,
hope he's watching. I hope he watches this.
But still, we'll just be like, fuck you, and we won't change.
That's right.
Even though...
But yeah, he's still going to flake.
Even if it pisses you off.
That's
like,
right.
Fuck you. What about Stavi?
He would always try to... It's probably even the same thing for you. He would always try to act tough.
Who?
Or like get big.
Stavi?
Yeah.
I remember that, yeah.
You used to fucking hate that when he would get... Like, act like he was like bigger and tougher and shit like that.
It was just the alpha male in us.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Growing up. What about me?
Where to start?
Was there one thing you didn't like when I growing up with each other? I feel like I always looked out for you the most out of everybody else.
I was gonna say I can't even think of anything for you.
I feel like I know you and Joe were more closer, but I feel like I fucking tried harder for you than any other dude. Like
that's right.
Any of them guys. Like I would always try to fucking make it work for you somehow, some way. I remember. Oh, go ahead. You got anything?
I don't think so, dude.
Nate, you can fucking tell me. I'm right here.
I really don't.
I remember for me, I don't have anything. First of all, I don't even like fucking remember, man. Honestly, my memory's like so kind of shot from it. But growing up, I always remember they were like, "Why can't you go over fucking Nate's house?" I'm like, "Because like we fucking can." Like fuck.
That's
like
right.
what don't you understand? I remember like Leslie was huge on that.
Yeah, my parents didn't want people coming over. Whatever.
It was fucking so annoying. I was like, "Who cares?" Fuck. Like,
Yep.
you know what I mean? And Joe, same thing with Joe. He would always just flake on us. He just wasn't true to his word, and that you know.
I think with you, it would just be that you would come over and like smack me or something, like hard as shit too. He would just come over and just fuck for no reason.
I don't remember that. I remember John would do that to you more than me. I feel like I didn't.
Both of you.
I didn't try to. Fucking,
I gave it back, but still.
I didn't try to one up on you or anything.
That's right.
Only in sports when we played football and shit. Like that's when I would go in and just be
That's
like,
right.
I'm Superman.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I remember playing football, basketball, even when we were just shoot outside or whatever. But yeah, it was I don't know. John, I lived with him. Him and I we would get in it all the time, dude. There's a time where he broke my collarbone. I punched him in the face twice. Like we weren't normal siblings, dude.
That's right.
Even with my sister, he would do something to me that would piss me off, dude. And I remember it was Christmas Eve and we're at my aunt's house and he did something, dude. I fucking rocked him right in his fucking rocked him right in his face, dude. Right here, I punched him. Of course, like I got yelled at and shit, but
that's right.
I remember even out front the one time we were fucking doing something because he was always bigger than me, you know. So he was bigger than me, but I was more fucking crazy.
That's
you know?
right.
And he would,
spider monkey.
And I remember I just fucking rocked him again outside, dude. Fucking. And the same thing with my sister, dude. My sister hit me, I fucking smacked her ass right back. Right. I gave it right back, dude. I didn't give a damn, dude. No, I was like born for that, you know. Like if she smacked me or like grabbed my hair, I would fucking go over and. Same thing with John, dude. I did not. I like held my ground, dude, the whole time. And growing up with them, we're fucking. Like I said, we were not normal, dude. We were like the opposite of normal. Like God bless my mom and dad, dude, because we fucking were at each other's necks all the time. Like we straight up. Now we obviously were fine and like we love each other. You know, but growing up, I fucking hated them. Fucking. There's one time they tried to blame me for something I didn't do. One of them did it, and they like. Both came to me and were like, Marcus did it. And of course they believed, you know, they believed them and not me. And I got fucking punished for it. I was like, why the fuck? It was like a carving. Like they carved something in the desk. It was like Marcus was here. I'm like, why the fuck would I carve that in the desk? We were young. We were like probably 10, 11, 12, whatever.
Such little scumbags.
But that is normal sibling stuff. I don't know, Brent. I don't think it is, dude. Like I look at other siblings nowadays, dude. Growing up, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you know," like my brother and I would always butt heads and fucking run into each other and shit. We got bad, like right. As when we were out, like with you guys, we kind of left it at home. You know what I mean? But I don't know, man. It was fucking. He I don't know, dude. I'm not saying he's a bad brother, but golly, even for his bachelor party, dude. Remember that? For fucking when we were at that steak place and Jeff and I almost fought. You remember that?
Oh, when you wouldn't go to the casino?
Yeah, it was fucking. It was so like I'll paint the picture for you guys real quick. Like we went out to the steak place. What did we do? Anything before that? Did we do anything before that?
I think we went golfing.
Yeah, we did because Liz's brothers were there. And we went to the steak place that cost like $1,400 fucking dollars.
Yeah, that was crazy.
It was like
it
was 11:30 at night, and you guys wanted to go to the casino. And like there was more to it, right? Like it was during the heart of COVID. It was like 2020. I don't know what month it was. It was probably if you got married in September, right?
Yeah.
It was probably August, maybe. Yeah, it had to been August or July or something.
Yep.
Maybe even before, maybe a couple months before, but we're at it was like 11:30 at night. We just spent like I spent like fucking couple $100 on this steak place that cost like $1,400 at least.
That's right.
And I was driving her brothers around, Liz's brothers, which is John's wife. And they wanted to go to the casino. I don't know who wanted to go. Someone wanted to go. Do you know whose idea it was? Like, I get
Probably
it.
big
I should have
bucks.
went, but like, it was 11:30 at night. I was tired as fuck. You know how I am when I'm tired. I don't play that bullshit.
Puppy little bitch.
I don't play that bullshit. I wanted to go home. Fucking, I had to drop off the two brothers because they didn't go to the casino. Greg, I
thought
think.
you dropped them off at the casino.
No, I took them, like, I don't know. I had to drop them off at another car somewhere.
All right.
And the most shittiest thing of all the whole thing, and that's why I didn't want it to go, because he didn't even ask me to be his best man.
Nah,
Did you know?
That's
Do
right.
you remember that?
Yep.
Brother, my brother never asked me to be his best man.
He just
He just fucking assumed it. Never gave me anything. No letter, no like, hey dude, like, so I'd even planned the bachelor party. And again, it was during COVID, so we couldn't like go anywhere. So it was only like a day thing.
Yep.
We did a day thing. We couldn't fucking go anywhere. We all had to be careful. You know what I mean? We had fucking old we had grandparents on the line. You know what I mean? We just had everybody,
right.
so we had to be careful. They wanted to go to a fucking casino in the middle of a pandemic at 11:30 at night. I was like, no, I'm not going. I'm fucking tired. I want to go home. I got to drive these dudes home, and they don't want to go. Now, I don't know if Jeff was drinking or I don't even know who asked to go to the casino, but
I forget. I think it was John.
John's like, you're not going to go? I said, fuck no. And Jeff got so mad for no reason. He planned it. He planned the day. I didn't plan it. Because, again, I didn't know I was the best man at this point. How the fuck am I supposed to know? You know what I mean? How the fuck was I supposed to know I'm the best man at this point? I didn't know what he was doing. I was in the Marine Corps for, like, half of our fucking childhood, you know?
Me too.
So, like, I was gone all the time, but it was just the right thing to do because I was his fucking brother, and usually you make your best man your fucking brother.
That's right.
And then Jeff calls me a fucking pussy. Like, when we're messing around and we're fucking, you know, goofing off and shit, cool. Call me whatever you want. I got it. But when you're like man to man, call me a fucking pussy. Oh, dude, brother. Do not ever like that. That like everything fucking moves out of the way. Like,
He screamed it too.
yeah. And we're like, to like paint you guys a bigger picture, we're in the middle of a huge like park almost in the middle of that. It was like you could sit down, have a fire. It was like a strip mall almost. And we're in the middle, dude. There's like Lamborghinis. Remember all them nice fucking cars there?
That's right.
And it's pretty crowded. Like, again, it's COVID. I guess no one cared, but we're in a rich ass fucking like portion of Philly. Or was it Philly? No, it's King of Prussia. Is that Philly? No? King of Prussia? They're like right near each other. But if you guys know King of Prussia, it's pretty like, there's a rich ass part to it.
That's right.
And we're like outside in the middle, like we're dead smack in the middle of everybody, you know? And somehow it escalated to us screaming. Like, Jeff called me a pussy right in my fucking face. And I got so mad. I just wanted to fucking knock his ass out. I really did. And I was like, I'm a fucking pussy, right? I'm a fucking pussy. And we started going at it. I started smacking my hands in his fucking face. Like, we were going at it. And I remember turning to John and, like, screaming at him. Because I was like, shame on you for not fucking stepping up and fucking saying anything. You know, like, I even got mad at you, and Joe was there, right? Who else was there? It was you, Joe.
I think so.
I didn't get really too mad at you guys. It was like Jeff I was mad at, John I was infuriated with, and then you guys I was like, what the fuck, guys? You know, like, John should have stepped in and been like, hey, it's okay. Like, he doesn't have to go to the fucking casino. You know what I mean? Like,
That's right.
It could have got to the point to where we didn't have to start screaming at each other. Someone almost called the cops. Someone said, call the cops. I don't know if you remember that. I remember it was yesterday, dude. That's like one of the weird things. I remember like it was fucking yesterday. Jeff and I are in I'm in his face screaming and smack. I was like this. I'm a fucking pussy, right? I'm a fucking pussy, right? Fucking getting all hyped. I was about to go. You and Joe were just sitting there. John, you guys just... Yeah, John was just like... John, all three of you guys just like were sitting there with your dicks in your hands. And Jeff and I don't know if Jeff was scared or not. I never asked him about it because, again, we got over it, chat. Like, we were grown-ass fucking men about it. But someone's like, call the cops. And, like, the whole, like, area was just quiet. I remember, like, you could hear a fucking needle drop.
That's right.
It was so fucking quiet because everyone's like, oh, shit, like, a fight's about to break out.
It's about to go
It's
down.
about to go down. So I was like... I was so fucking mad. And then at that point, I definitely wasn't going to the casino. Like, I was like, I don't give a fuck what you say. I don't give a flying fuck. You know how many fucks I give? 0. And I was like, I'm not fucking going. Like, I don't give a fuck what you guys say. And then I dropped them dudes off. I think I dropped someone off at the casino, and then I drove and dropped the other two dudes off. And the other guy, God, what's his name? The dude I worked with at the roofing company, one of Liz's brother. I forget his name. Dave, yeah, it was Dave. Dave's like, holy fuck, man. He's like, that was intense. He's like, what the fuck was that all about? He's like, dude, like, it was crazy. I was like, I know, bro. Like, I don't know, blah, blah, blah. And that's when I told him about John never even asked me to be his best man. He's like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, it was a whole ordeal. And then, like, a couple days later, like, I didn't talk to Jeff. I barely talked to you guys. I barely talked to John. Like, I talked to you and Joe more than I talked to John and Jeff. I didn't want to talk in the group chat. Because again, like, you, Joe didn't do anything. John didn't do anything. Jeff, fucking, him and I were, you know, on the hot plate. I didn't talk to any of y'all. I was like, fuck you guys. Like, goddamn. Like, no one backed any of me or Jeff up. Like, we're supposed to be best fucking friends. John didn't step in, and then my mom called me in, and Raphael called me in, and Raphael is my sister, and we sat down in the computer room, and we had a talk, like the family talk.
Oh, what a treat!
And my mom's crying. Rat's crying.
What the fuck?
I'm going, dude. I was a savage, dude. I was going off, man. I was fucking letting each and every one. I was letting them all have it. I gave them a piece of my fucking attitude, dude. I fucking gave it to them, dude. Like, fuck, man. I remember screaming, not screaming, but I was like, he didn't even fucking ask me to be his fucking best man, Mom. And she's like, John Joseph. She's like,
Marcus Anthony.
you know, she's fucking like used his middle name, and John's sitting there like, you know, with his fucking retard face, and like, she's like, are you kidding me? He's like, you know, his fucking face he does, his little fucking flares,
I know
flares his fucking lips out and shit. And she's like, you never asked him? I was like, fuck no. I didn't even let John answer. I was like, fuck no, he didn't even ask me. And I was like, dude. And then like somehow we went down when I was in the military, because this was after I got out. I was like, where the fuck were you guys when I got home from deployment? Like, because when I got home from the 9-month deployment, no one came down to see me. No one like welcomed me back home. So I was like out of the States for almost a year. Went home a year later because it was like March. No, it was like April. I went home for like my post or pre-deployment leave, and then I came home in March and went home like the end of March for my post-deployment leave. So it was like almost a damn year since I was home. And like everybody's family, I told it in my first podcast, so I'll just like scratch the surface for the people who don't know what was happening. But like everybody's family's there, welcome them home, like welcome home, yeah, we love you, you know, like all that fucking goo goo gaga shit, right? Like fucking loving your family, blah blah blah. I got off the thing, and like I that was our first time, you know, so like deploying, so I didn't know if my mom was gonna be there, or Rob, or my brother, my sister, or fucking Melanie.
Mel.
That's
that
my
bitch.
ex-girl.
That bitch.
My ex-girlfriend.
Fuck that
and
bitch.
like, yeah, so I just got home, got off the bus, grabbed my fucking bags,
Fucking go sweet chin
and
music
went
right now.
and went up the fucking steps, right? And it was sad. It was fucking right. It was sad. I came home. I was 19. I just turned 19 out there, so of course I was upset. And then it just made it worse seeing everybody's fucking families there too. You know, I was like rubbing it in. And my buddy's like, dude, you can come out to you with my family. I was like, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's real fun.
I did because I didn't just want to sit in the fucking barracks, you know,
That's right.
moldy ass
Nasty
cockroach
ass
infected
barracks.
fucking barracks, you know. So of course I went out with them, and I had a damn good time. We went out to this place, and I fucking ate well.
Oh hell yeah.
But I was like, where the fuck were you guys? Like, I brought that up, and I brought up about like trying to kill myself and shit like that, and my mom's fucking crying dude, it was a mess, man. Like that 2020 was not fucking real, but like it was crazy, man. I went in. I went in, and it was my brother's day where he was getting married, and I didn't talk to anybody. Remember, you guys like slept over. I like slept
right.
downstairs. I was being a straight cocksucker. I didn't.
God,
Goddamn right I was. And
then they kissed and made up.
like I had a freaking put my brother's like tie on and do his what was it called? Your freaking cufflinks, you know what I mean? And the dude's taking photos, and he has no idea what the fuck's going on between us. And like I'm just mean mugging every photo. And again, he still never asked me to be his fucking best man. When my mom's like yelling at him when we had that sit down talk, she's like, John Joseph, and he's like, fine, Marcus, you want to be my best man? I'm like, that's not how you fucking do it. Like, it just made me even more fucking mad about the fact, and I was like, no, that's not how you fucking do it, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Like,
He's such a big idiot.
it was crazy. So, of course it's not that I'm holding a grudge. It was just like, fuck you guys. Like, that's what it was, a big old fucking give you the fucking bird.
That's
You know what I mean? And then we're all on the party bus together. And again, Jeff and I we haven't spoken since the incident, and we're on the party bus for his wedding. And I'm just sitting there. I'm not like being a complete asshole, but I'm just like not being me.
Oh, it changed real quick though.
And then Jeff turns to me and he looks at me. He's like, dude, I want to say sorry. Because he knew he was in the wrong. I didn't want to fucking go, dude. Like, there's nothing wrong with me going, not wanting to go to a casino at 11:30 at night during the fucking pandemic. Like, like John's drunk as fuck. He doesn't fucking remember it. You know what I mean? Like, the fuck? Do you remember it?
Kinda.
I had no money. I wasn't spending money at the fucking casino because I don't gamble. So I was like, what am I going to do? Go there and fucking sit there?
Yep.
Like, what do you want me to do? Fucking be oral fucking support for my brother because it's his fucking bachelor party? When he's fucking probably 10 seats down because it's COVID. You know what I mean?
That's
like,
right.
What the fuck am I going to do there? So, and then, everything we just talked about was piled on top of that. So that's why I didn't go. But like, Jeff turned to me and he's like, hey, I just want to say I'm sorry. And he's put his hand out and, I could have been like, fuck you. You know what I mean? It could have went down another way, but I was like, that's all I wanted to hear, Jeff. I was like, that's all I wanted. Thank you. And I fucking shook his hand. And then that's when I got up.
And he went into stripper mode.
The video I just put in our I just put it in the Discord.
Did you post it taking the dollar out of Joe's mouth?
I just put the whole video in the Discord where
the one where you're like up on the pole.
I just got up and started dancing, and everybody else on that bus was fucking losers, dude. The girls weren't dancing. I'm not asking. I'm not like you. Like, we were dancing, but like I'm not. My sister was in the party, her friends.
Yep.
We're not like asking for these girls to start stripping and shit and like, you know what I mean, giving us fucking lap dances. But
That's
they're
what we
just
had you for.
people just sitting there, dude, drinking. I'm like, get the fuck up and start. It's a party bus. We might as well be on a fucking yellow school bus. You guys are just sitting down. Like, we had a pole in the middle, like fucking poles on the upwards on the upper deck. Like, music's bumping. You know what I mean? Like,
Your buddy Andy.
and I was the only one who got up and just started like fucking grinding on people and throwing my junk in people's faces. Obviously not the girls, but like
That would have been pretty
just
funny.
just for the boys. Yeah, I don't
Throwing it
think
in Joe's
I don't
face.
think they wanted me to strip on them.
Nah, probably not.
No, so I didn't strip on them, but yeah, freaking just started throwing my schlong everywhere and land that
Throwing
fucking
it
thing.
back.
Gotta loosen them fuckers up, and just let
That's
them
right.
fucking dance, let them have a good time, breathe. So yeah, it was a pretty crazy moment. Like, after I got out of the Marine Corps, like, what the fuck, dude? Like, obviously family is the most important thing, but we had a lot of tension between each other and a lot of like shit growing, and finally the shelf just gave out, and fell.
Mm-hmm.
So how old is you and your brother? You have a brother, right? One younger brother.
Oh yeah, Minnie.
How different are you guys in age? Like, what's the year?
Minnie's 17 and I'm 28.
Like 11 years.
11 years.
Good fucking math. So 11 years. God damn, that's a far apart.
That's
Was
right.
he a mistake, do you think?
What?
Was he a mistake? Do you think like your parents planned to have him?
I was asking for a sibling. So
11
I don't
years
know.
is crazy though to have.
That's
like,
right.
you know what I mean? So maybe he was a mistake.
Maybe, but I was also asking for a brother or sister.
Yeah, you didn't know if you were going to get a brother or not.
Really?
That's crazy. It was 11 years. So did you guys, I mean, that's a really far fucking margin between y'all, but obviously we always just knew when we were friends hanging out, he wanted to be like you and just always be
right.
with you, obviously, because he was like fucking 4 or 5 years old,
That's right.
always hanging out the window. But so it's probably hard to fight with a fucking kid that's 11 years younger than you, but you guys never had anything like that, right?
Nah.
It was pretty
Even now, I really don't.
Well, yeah, it's different now. I feel like it's just so different
He
now.
knows I beat his ass. He don't fucking
Oh, yeah. And again, 11 years apart, dude, like, I'm sure if John and I were 11 years apart, we probably would never got in the fights we
That's
did,
right.
But that's crazy. Yeah, so, I mean, that's good that you guys never had that. You had
Yeah.
like, pretty common household,
He knows his place.
fucking, yeah, he
Minnie
still
knows I'll
does.
beat that ass.
He still does. One thing, would he just want to try to be like you? Is that like the only thing he wanted to be, like growing up? Like when you two grew up, what did he always try to do? Just try to be like you, or just always be with you?
Basically, yeah.
do what you wanted to do.
Even
like,
now, he wants to be a mechanic.
monkey see, monkey do.
That's right.
What's one thing?
Follow in Unc's footsteps.
What's one thing that pisses you off when you were growing up about him? Like, would he always get your mom and dad's attention?
Nah.
Because he was the baby? No, nothing. Something had to be like, you had to been like, God fucking, you know what I mean? Like, something
fucking kid.
Something had to piss you off with him. We're your fucking siblings. Something had to piss you off. Like, growing up.
Other than him just being an annoying kid, no.
Like, him always trying
like
to be with
asking me
you.
for money. Hey, can you buy me this? Like, no, bitch, get a job. I even say it to him now. I'm like, go get a job. I'm not buying you that.
He needs to get a job.
That's right. Cheapo.
Yep. So you got no other stories? You don't want to say anything? Crazy stories between you, Joe, or John? Something I don't know?
I don't think there is anything else that you don't know.
I just remember.
I got some questions for you.
All right, give me your question.
I'll give you a question. We got a couple written down here, a couple random ones.
I didn't have any questions for you.
All right. What do you think is your biggest failure?
My biggest failure?
Uh-huh. I have a lot, but I'm not racking them all off.
Like now or what? Growing up?
All throughout your life, your biggest failure.
Oh, I mean, that's hard. The way I think and the way I operate, it's not like...
There's more than one.
Not even that. It's just like I know everything happens for a reason. So if I don't get what I want or if something doesn't happen the way it's supposed to, I don't get myself hung up over it. Does that make sense? Like I wanted to go to the NFL.
Wow.
I wanted to play football.
Those dreams weren't lasting
right?
that long.
Like I started playing football when I was 4 years old. Like started fucking pads, like Pee Wee football.
Yep.
And wanted to go to the NFL. Like that's what I fucking wanted to do. So I guess if like you want to talk about dreams, like yeah, it's going to the NFL. But I knew it was either go to the NFL or I went to the military. There's my two options. Going to college, like I knew I knew I was going to college, and I knew what I wanted to do. Didn't have to,
But what was the biggest thing where you did something and you were like, fuck, I can't believe I did that. Like I really fucked myself or something like that. I'm taking over this goddamn podcast.
It's hard, man.
I mean, mine was the DUI. That's
I know, and I knew that. I just wanted you to.
Yeah,
I don't want to say.
You just wanted to fucking put me on the spot.
No, it's not. But that's what the people. That's what the podcast is about.
That's the people want.
That's what the podcast is about. I don't know. Maybe like the one time. It's hard, man. Because first of all, like how my memory is. I don't remember half the shit that I do. But
old
like,
ass man.
I had sex with this one girl and what? Dude, what? Why are you fucking laughing?
I did not think that's where this
I don't know.
was going.
I mean, like, I'm trying to think, dude. It's hard, but like,
all right, let's hear it. You already started this story.
I had sex with this one girl, and she was like, "Oh, I don't know if she was like, I had an STD or something, or AIDS or whatever the fuck."
Oh god,
I don't know. I fucking forget. But like, long story short, she fucking didn't, right? But I was like, fuck it.
Lord.
I raw dogged that shit.
Oh, you knew before, you still did.
So I was like, after the it was after. And I fucking, and
fuck, dude.
She's like, oh, this and this, and I was like,
Ah,
and I was like,
give it to me.
I was like, you don't have it. Just kept going, you know what I mean? I don't know, dude. There's nothing where it was like my life was at fucking risk or like, you know what I mean? Or like I was like looking down to try to save my buddy and I didn't fucking save him, or did I jump in front of my buddy for a bullet? You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing really where it alternated my life to where I was like, fuck. You know what I mean? Like, of course, growing up, you do things you're like, fuck me, but like nothing to the point where I got jail time or, I fucking killed somebody and I was like, God damn it, my life's over. Join the Marine Corps at 18. You really just learn a lot. You mature very fast, very raw. You fucking, you got to keep up, because if you don't keep up, it's going to fucking steamroll you. So I was always good at keeping up. I'm like very anal. And now when I was growing up, I didn't know this, but like I was just very fucking anal of the things I did. And I always try to think about the outcome of things. So, but then again, I always grew up in a church, so if something didn't happen or if I didn't get my way or whatever the case may be, I never was like, never questioned God or was like, fuck, you know, like they're supposed to be this way. But like everything happens for a reason. I'm a true fucking believer in that. And if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. You know what I mean? Like,
All right, so he's never failed in his life. On to the next question.
never said that. Of course I failed.
Who was the most influential person in your life and why?
I always looked
Living
at
or dead?
I was football players. I always looked at fucking football players. Brian Dawkins. That's why I love Brian Dawkins so much. And then when I was out in Africa, I remember listening to Les Brown. He's a what's it called? I guess like I don't want to say like a tall. He's a motivational speaker. So I started listening to him a lot. I started listening to Eric Thomas. So I started getting
fucking love E.T.
I started getting into them, and like all three of my mentors were all fucking black dudes.
That's right.
You know?
You like Inky Johnson?
Yep.
I like
Yep.
Inky.
I started listening to him.
I listen to him and E.T. all the time.
I started listening to him, so I started listening to them dudes. Like,
They're awesome. I listen to them to this day.
I have them on my Spotify.
Me too.
And I was like, you know, I can be like these dudes. And that's why I think I started streaming too, because I was like, I feel like,
people.
yeah, I was like, I could make either people laugh, inspire people, or show them that it can be whatever the case may be, it can be fucking done a different way. And that's why I always stuck out as a kid. I feel like I was different, dude. Everything I always did was fucking different. I would always learn the hard way a different way. Does that make sense? Like, I'd be like, oh yeah, let me put this fucking table together. Oh yeah, I know how to do it. Okay. Fuck, I can't do it this way. Oh, okay. Well, if I would have read the directions, I would have fucking known. But that's the story of my life. I'll fucking learn. I'll try to do something. I will fucking fail, and I'll be like, well, if I would have known that, you know. But I just how it is. You know what I mean? It's like I don't want to say my luck, but that's just how my life story is. Like I'll freaking learn the hard way a different way.
That's right.
And that's why it's just like so unique. You know what I mean? So I didn't look up to anybody. Like my brother, I didn't look
You asshole.
I didn't look up to him. Like my dad, sure, because he played like in the freaking semi pros for the NFL. So like that was another reason why I wanted to go to the NFL.
Yeah.
But you know, I was a fucking, I don't know, very
Did your own thing.
Yeah, like I was a fucking outcast, you know, and listening to them dudes and listening to what they had to fucking go through and everything like that. It was like I related to it, you know, it was like testimonies. They lived it and spoke it. It's not like they were just like, hey, you gotta do this, you know. So I believed in that kind of crap, and mentor wise, it was Brian Dawkins for sure, because I loved how much of an animal he was, and I believed that's how I was. I was a fucking savage, you know what I mean? And that's why
fucking animal.
When I joined the Marine Corps, like I didn't know what I wanted to do in the Marine Corps or who to be or whatever the case may be. I just know I wanted to join the fucking Marine Corps because it was badass. And I always wanted to be different. Be fucking different and be in that small percentage. So being a Boy Scout, very small percentage. Making Eagle Scout, very small percentage. Very small percentage. Joining the Marine Corps and being an Eagle Scout is like less than fucking 1%. Yep. Joining the Marine Corps is like less than 1%. You know what I mean? Becoming and doing the things that I did in the Marine Corps, I was always this fucking small percentage. So I guess like I would always try to mentor other people. That's what was like my biggest goal, was try to always, especially in the Marine Corps, always try to be that mentor where people could look, no matter how old I was or what my rank was. Dude, I had like 27, 28-year-old kids when I was fucking 19 looking up to me because I was an NCO, which is like a leadership position in the Marine Corps. And they were like Corporal Simonides, I want to be like you. And the dude's like got 10 years on me. You know what I mean? But he just joined the Marine Corps and he's fucking fresh. And they beat him the fuck down and built him back up. So they're like, I always try to be better than my Marines. And I wish I had that mentality and attitude when I fucking was growing up. Like growing up, dude, I don't know. I feel like I was growing up, I just didn't know, dude. You know what I mean? Obviously you don't fucking know. It's all learning and shit like that. But I wish I had the mentality I did now when I like playing football, because I feel like if I would know what I know now growing up, I would have had the talent and the fucking mindset to try to go to the NFL, or at least play in college. Right. You know what I mean? But again, everything happens for a reason, bro. So it's not like I'm sitting here like dreading over it. I'm happy the way I went, the path I went, and what I did in the Marine Corps and shit like that. You know what I mean? So
all right.
Mentoring wise, it was hard. I was more famous people than it was like, oh, my dad or my brother or my uncle, or you know what I mean. That's like, I feel like that's your more stereotypical answer. Is like, oh, it was my fucking brother because he was older and I wanted to do everything he did. You know what I mean?
All right. Well, that answered. I mean, you basically answered one of my other questions, which was what is the biggest lesson you've learned in life? Which, that's like you just answered that with, when shit happens, it's for a reason.
When shit happens, you fucking roll with it.
Yep.
And you roll with it, because if you sit there and you either cry about it or you're upset about it, because it's hard. Like, I am the most far left sentimental person you can like come to me for and be like, hey, Nate, you'd be like, hey, my fucking dog died. I'd probably laugh and be like, how'd he die?
I just saw this fucking man cry for the first time since I met him on his wedding day.
I teared up.
Bullshit.
I haven't cried.
Bullshit.
Dude, I didn't
fucking cry. You had me in tears, bitch.
I hadn't had tears run down my face. Even when my dad died, dude, I had not had tears run down my face, and I don't even know fucking how long. It's been so fucking long. Tearing up is one thing. Tearing up is one thing, but like legit fucking like, not, I don't want to say weaving, but like crying and having tears run down your fucking eyes is different. I'll tear up when I watch fucking war movies and I see fucking dudes die. Like, I just watched 13 Hours the other day, and towards the end it's very fucking emotional. I get fucking emotional, you know what I mean? Like, I'll tear up in my fucking eyes, but I won't cry. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then
I don't think I've ever seen you even tear up. I don't think I've ever seen you tear up.
I'm very fucking very, very cold-hearted, man. That's why I'm like, I'm sentimental, but I'm sentimental, but I'm fucking tough love. Like, if you were like, hey, come here, or I don't know, whatever the case might be. Like, when my dad died, I didn't cry. I remember crying when we had it was our last time seeing him on the earth. We freaking wrapped him up, like put the blanket over his face. It was an open casket. But when he died, we were paintballing with fucking Rob, and I remember going home and I was just like, I didn't hate the world, but I just sat there and was just like, obviously I was in my head, but I wasn't crying. And my mom was really worried about me because I wasn't like showing any emotion.
She's like, this kid's fucked up.
She's like, who the fuck is this guy? But that's why the Marine Corps suited me so well, and that's why I say everything happens for a reason. Because like, dude, I joined the Marine Corps and I was like fucking fearless, dude. I was like motionless. But yeah, lesson learned. Like, if someone dies or you lose, I don't know, an animal in the family or whatever the case may be, like, I just look at it different. I'm like, it fucking sucks. It's sad and it's upsetting. But you got to keep fucking rolling. If you don't roll, life's going to roll on you.
This guy's fucking hardcore.
I'm not trying to be tough, man.
It's fucking hardcore.
That's just how I am. Like, you see me with passings, like,
yeah.
Actually, okay, last time tears rolled down my eyes, I've just remembered. My Uncle Joe died like over a year ago, and I saw him laying in his bed, and I did start crying. I feel like after I got out of the Marine Corps, I'm more emotional now than I was when I joined and during. Just because, I don't know, maybe you just like not scared to show your feelings. I don't know, but
there you go, we got him.
But yeah, I was crying there. But it wasn't like I was trying.
Just a couple.
Yeah, maybe a tear or two, but I wasn't like crying like how everybody else was crying. It was very sad because he was a staple of fucking my family, of my my cousins and everything. So it sucked, and he's got 6 sisters or whatever it is, whatever the number is that he left behind. You know what I mean? And my Aunt Linda, his wife. So it was very sad. He has 3 kids, beautiful kids. So it was very upsetting. But again, like, man, it's a tough thing and hard thing to say, but it's like you have to move on, man. If you sit there and fucking, it's okay to sit there for like 10 minutes and cry about it. And I'm just using like time, the 10 minutes as an exaggeration for, just sit there. Right. Though. If you need to get the fuck up and keep moving. Cause if you don't, life will fucking steamroll your ass, and it will fucking, and not Eric Tomic, Les Brown said it too. Life will fucking hold you on your knees and choke you there if you let it, just fucking like, you know what I mean? So you got to get the fuck up. Keep fucking moving.
Move on.
Remember the good times and keep fucking moving. That's why I tell people when they're like, oh, my dog died, or, oh, Batman, my mom passed away or whatever. And it's like, damn, dude, I'm sorry to hear that. Like, I'm truly sorry, but you got to remember the good times. No one said it's going to be easy. Always losing someone's fucking rough, whether say it's your house or someone you love or whatever the case may be. And you got to keep fucking moving, man. You got to keep fucking moving forward, because life ain't going to stop for you. And if you stop for it, it's going to fucking run your ass over. It is not going to fucking The world keeps turning. The sun will come up tomorrow, whether you like it or not. You know,
That's right.
that's my fucking mentality. So if I'm going to sit there and not do anything, and just sit there and not do anything,
It's wasting life.
I'm wasting time, and time is money.
Oh, I know.
So, like that's my outlook on things. So I do get caught up on things, but I mean that's the demons that I have to fight as my, you know what I mean. Other people are different, and that's completely fine. That's why my mindset's different. I try to I don't want to preach it to other people, but that's why I'm not the best person to come to when someone's fucking dying or
That's
whatever the case may be. Like my buddy called me on New Year's Eve one time, and he was about to kill himself, and he was hysterically crying to me. And it was all, and again, everything happens for a reason. This was like one of my last months in the Marine Corps, and I was like, hey, I'll take duty on New Year's, like 24-hour duty. I'll stand duty, make sure no one does anything fucking stupid. I was a sergeant, and I'll do it because I know you guys like to party. Like my Marines like to go out and fucking party, and we got slotted the day to take duty that day, like our platoon. So I was like, I'll take it. I was like, I don't care. I don't drink. I don't celebrate New Year's like that. You know, I was down in the barracks by myself. I don't know if I was dating. I was single. I wasn't with Melanie. I think we broke up because that was my last time there doing duty. But I was like, I'll do it, guys. Like I got it. No worries. Like no fucking worries. So I took duty, and dude, it's like 2 a.m. in the morning, and my buddy's in Cali, and he went home. He went home for the New Year's. And he called me, and he's just hysterically crying to me, dude. And he was about to kill himself. And, you know, like I talked to him for about 2.5 hours on the phone, and he obviously really appreciated it, and he didn't kill himself. And when he came back to Lejeune, we got him help, and you know,
yeah.
So that's why I say everything happens for a reason. Because if I wouldn't have taken that duty, he probably would have called me in the middle of the night. I wouldn't probably have answered. Because I didn't have. Now I have my phone on all the time, but like back then I didn't have my phone on. So if he would have called me, it would just vibrated, and he probably would have fucking killed himself, dude. Like being fucking just straight clear cut, he would have fucking killed himself. But that's just like the demons I gotta fight myself with, like the shit that I go through and everything that I've gone through and done and shit like that. Like I bottle that shit up and put it on a shelf. Not gonna lie, it's terrible. It is. Like, and when I moved back down to North Carolina, what's it called, in 2020? I think it was 2022 when I joined up again. When I went back in, I was so like, dude, my anxiety, my depression was going through the fucking roof. I talked to a chaplain. He's like a priest, but in the military. I wasn't eating, dude. It was fucking bad, man. Like I obviously knew I wasn't myself, but, dude, the fucking suicide thoughts and just everything I had, the shelf finally just fell on me. And I tried to talk to someone about it. It never went anywhere, dude. Like, that's what pisses me the fuck off. Like, I try to get help, and they just, like, kind of fucking threw me to the side. And it's a shame, because that's why Marines fucking kill themselves. If, like, I don't want to say the balls to kill myself, because obviously I would do it, but, like, other Marines that aren't as strong as me would fucking kill themselves. Like, I went to try to get help and talk to, like, this therapist, and they're like, okay. She's like, yeah, come to my office Tuesday at 9:30. We'll start, like, a profiling page for you, and, you know, this, that, and the other. So I was like, okay, cool. I went there. I was there at 9. I waited till 10:30.
Right.
I waited till, like, 10:30. She never showed up. I was at her office.
That bitch.
I was like, man, fuck this shit. I fucking left. And I was telling Sarah, I was like, this is why Marines don't fucking get help. This is why they don't seek help. Because it's like, first of all, Marines try to seek help, like, back in the day, right? Back in my day, it was like, you're a fucking pussy if you seeked help.
That's right.
You know? But, like, Marines were just nonstop killing themselves because they would go to war. They would go to Iraq or Afghanistan for 6, 7, 8 months, get extended, come back for 2 months, and then leave again and start fucking, you know, and just fight in the Middle East. And if you have a wife or kids or whatever the case may be, for a full year, you saw them for 2 months. So when you came back home for the third time or whatever the case may be, like, your wife's gone, the house is empty, kids are gone, you know, and that's why Marines fucking killed themselves. Even in like civilian worlds, this shit still fucking happens. But yeah, so I tried to get that help, dude, and she wasn't there. And I was like, fuck this shit. I was like, this is why fucking Marines don't get help. I was like, this is why Marines kill themselves. I was like, it's a fucking shame, you know? And that's why I always try to be better for people when I stream too. And for my Marines, like, if you need to talk, I'm always here. You can always fucking call me. But yeah, it sucked, man. So bottling that shit up is not healthy. That's just who I am. And I fight them demons every day by myself in my head. And it's It's just how
Hey,
I
Jack,
am.
and you know,
It's how I am.
you know the lady's a therapist, so you can always get therapy through her. She
Yep.
has plenty of connections for whatever they're needed for.
So
Anyway,
that's probably one of my biggest accomplishments is helping people
Yeah.
and mentoring people and helping them and trying to have them look at life a different way through a different lens or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying I'm fucking different. I'm all this, but I don't know. It's just how I am, man. You know,
Yep.
I'm sure there's obviously other people out there like me that have the same fucking mindset and shit.
Amen.
Another question, hit me.
Oh, I got plenty.
All right.
The girls are still wherever they went too. So this is your podcast. You call the shots. If you want to stop, we'll stop. But I can keep going. I got plenty of shit for you, brother.
I wish you would, like when I was telling you this, that you would open up. Why aren't you opening up?
What do you mean? I don't have that much to open up about.
What do you mean you don't have much to open up about? You telling you don't have anything like that?
What? Like suicidal shit like that?
Just anything, like any stories where people were doing shit or whatever the fuck case may be.
No, I think the biggest thing for me, the hardest thing for me in life was bullies.
I mean,
Like in grade school, which everyone had them. But, for me, my parents couldn't always afford like brand new shirts or like clothes for school, and they smoked, so I always smelled like cigarettes. So like I would get shirts with like fucking pit stains because they were secondhand, like used shirts and shit like that. And I would get made fun of for it, but whatever. Like I water under the bridge. Like I'll help those people out now because they've asked me for help with stuff, and I've helped them. And if they
growing
ask
up
me,
when
like people change. Like
yeah.
nowadays, if someone asked me for help that did that shit, I would fucking put my hand out in a heartbeat.
Yep.
Like I know one dude who killed him. Like you know Ligori, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he killed himself.
Did
He
he?
drove. His mom had cancer. He drove himself into a fucking pole and killed
I
himself.
thought someone else killed
But
him.
if someone like that, who was one of the biggest people, like the biggest bullies to me, came to me for help, I'd say, dude, fucking, I got you. Like, if I know that you're going through something like that, I'll help you out. But
Hold on. Let me get these dogs in here. I'm
What are
gonna
they
have
doing?
the dogs lay down, huh?
Where are
Well, they
they?
got their mask on. And it's been probably what, like 2 hours, maybe.
Yeah, I think
I'll be
so.
right back, Chad. Give me a sec.
This fucking guy.
Pee break. You need a pee?
Nah, I'm good. I'll fucking keep everyone occupied here. Don't worry about it. Don't you fucking worry about it.
We're bringing the dogs in.
Are you going pee? Yeah, he's got to pee. Athena, come on. Is she allowed up here or no? Oh, no, you're not allowed up here.
Come lay down. Lay down.
Where's Apollo?
He's good. He's good. He gets to
All right, then. So, guys, I know this is his podcast, but we're going to open him up today. He's trying to open me up. We're going to open this fucking guy up.
Hey. So you have fucking kids, you know what I'm saying? I'm a pee track. Give me a second.
Athena. What? Oh, I'll talk to him. Let me talk to you. Yeah. Huh? One thing I love about you? Oh, I'll tell you. I got you guys. One thing I love about Batman is he always fucking shows up. So if you need help from him or you just want him to be there to hang out, like he always makes it happen. We have other friends who don't or can't, but if you ask him for something, he'll drop what he's doing in a heartbeat to help you. And that's like his brother asked us for one thing we love about him in a group chat for his wedding because he's the best man. And me and the other dude, Rick, like that, sent the same thing. Marcus will always be there for you if you ask him to show up. So that's like my biggest thing about him is he's always there for you as a friend. Hi. You gonna say hi? Say hi. Say hi. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Lay down. So yeah, I feel like it's gonna be different with other people. This guy's gonna be trying to open them up. So I brought questions to ask him as well.
Get on your bed.
Just to keep him on his feet.
Lay down. Lay down. Good girl. All right. You zipping me up?
I'm zipping you up, all right.
Zip me up when you're
I
done?
let them know.
So I got
let
a quick
them know
question,
about you.
side quest for you.
Uh-oh.
When you're done using the bathroom, do you wash your hands?
Every fucking time, bro.
I don't.
You're such a pig.
I swear to God, I
You're gonna
don't.
touch your willy and then touch my hand.
Who says that touches my bird when I pee?
What do you mean?
I just fucking whip
You
it
just
out.
let 'em hang?
Hell yeah, whip that shit out.
You don't get it all over the toilet?
I'm a fucking pro, dude.
It's just too long.
Dude, in the Marine
It
Corps,
gets down in there for you.
in the Marine Corps, we would have to piss with 3 dudes in one stall. So you
This
like,
is what we fucking go to. We go from all that to this. Do you wash your hands?
I was asking. I never
What
washed.
about when you shit?
Sometimes it
Oh,
depends.
You fucking pig.
Do you touch your butthole when you shit?
You gotta wipe your butthole. You're close enough.
Okay, so I grab toilet paper and I wipe myself.
What if you got a little poop on your hand?
All right, then I'll wash my fucking hand. You're acting like if I get poop in my hand, I'm just gonna.
Well, what if you don't know?
I'm gonna
pig?
fucking. Trust me, I'll
What if you
fucking
just get a little
know.
bit?
Trust me, I fucking know. Nate, you don't. Do you think? Get on your bed. You think I wouldn't know?
I don't know.
Lay down. You know how fucking anal I am with shit? Lay down.
This fucking guy.
That's what I'm saying.
I can't wait to see this.
With how anal,
after you
with how
told him
anal I am
that.
with everything, dude. I fucking trust
Your
me.
fucking pee pee
I will
poo hands.
fucking know. Just like when I'm sleeping, I hear the littlest thing, I'm fucking up.
You
right?
and your pee pee poo poo hands.
Right? You're acting like I'm fucking washing my hands in my piss when I'm pissing.
You're touching your little wiener though.
I'm not touching my bird.
Even if I blow my nose, I wash my hands.
Yeah, it's like I mean, I guess in the Marine Corps, like that's what I'm saying. In the Marine Corps, you don't do that shit. When you're at boot camp, you don't got time to wash your fucking hands.
You're such a pig.
Okay, what if you're at war? You're in the middle of the woods and you piss. What do? When you're fucking hunting and you piss, do you fucking wash your hands? You bring hand sanitizer?
That's different.
You little fucking
That's
girl.
not in my house where I have a fucking sink. And
What's the
soap.
difference?
I don't know.
Exactly. So what
I
the
go
fuck?
home and shower right after.
Okay, yeah, I shower twice a day, so I'm washing my hands, I guess, right?
You're such an animal.
When I cook, of course, I'll wash my hands and stuff. But like usually when I'm done peeing, like when I'm streaming, I'm fucking. If I'm doing a quick pick stop.
Oh, I would love to see that keyboard under a light that shows you all the.
Go ahead, dude.
That thing probably smells like piss.
You act like I'm like fucking just drenching my
Piss
hands
asshole.
while I'm like sitting there like letting the piss seep through my fucking hand.
You might be.
Like of course if I piss on myself,
Like a hose.
I would definitely wash my hands. Right? I'm not like
You guys fucking hear this? It's
they
Gaz
love
Gross.
it. They love it.
They love it.
Why would I don't. I save, if anything, I'm saving the fucking environment and saving water and saving money.
Such a savage.
You want to really look at it, right? Be fucking technical about shit. You know?
Such a savage.
When you're in the middle of the desert, like when I was in Cali, fucking training for 3 months, you think we fucking had
your
hand washing
hands-
machines
your
out
hands
there?
were probably stinky as hell.
Hell no. Hell no. We showered at night, but like during the day, you were just pissing. You think you had time to wash your hands? You know what I'm saying?
Such an animal.
Or what if did you ever drive and pee when you're pissing?
No.
You never pissed in a cup when you were driving?
No, never.
I did.
I've tried, but I get stage fright. I've pulled over and
I did
tried,
some
and I
naughty
couldn't.
things when I was driving. pleasured,
Oh, I know.
pleasured myself while
Pleasure dome in your
driving.
car.
I had to stay awake. I was so tired, dude. So
You're
I just
fucking
freaking,
gross.
I freaking pleasured myself when I, while I was driving, bro. I did not. I was a savage, dude.
Oh my god.
I was a dude. Growing up, I was a fucking savage.
it.
I was a savage,
Spanking
especially in the
it
Marine
there.
Corps, dude. I would do it like 8 times a day.
Isn't your top score like 30?
Well, that
Who
was
is
like
that?
over the span of like 3 months. I did like Nelly and I. We had a chart. Nelly and I.
There was a chart.
Yeah, Nelly and
Spank
I did like
chart.
65 times. Nelly was like 63.
Fucking gross.
Nelly did. We just did it. But yeah, dude, I was an animal growing up. Like I'm telling you, like 8 times a day.
That's disgusting.
That's a
How do
fucking.
you even have that much in you?
That's a sick. I was sick, man. It was fucking crazy,
dry
man.
fire 4 times.
Oh
a
yeah,
day.
like after the 5th time, you're dry firing.
DNF.
After the 5th time, you're dry firing.
That's sick, dude.
I didn't give a damn,
Fucking
dude.
animal.
I was a savage, bro. I was a straight savage, man. But anyway, all right, back to your questions.
All right, yeah, I got one for you.
Now we're done washing our
What,
hands and jerking it.
Jake Paul just called out Conor McGregor. What an idiot. What? Who or what? Hold on, let me rephrase that. Why or who are you so passionate about what you do? Like who makes you that passionate, or why are you that passionate about everything that you do?
God does.
Because you guys know him, but everything he does like over the top passionately to get it done and get it done the right way.
I mean, like long story short, Athena, come here, come lay down. Long story short is how I was made. God made me. Lay down, lay down. God made me that way, man. Like, I always wanted to be great, and if you want to be great, you got to do things a little bit more, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just always wanted to be great and do good things and impress people and prove people wrong and shit like that. So, I mean, I just have to be,
wrong.
you know, it has to be God who made fucking.
Gotta prove everyone wrong. Everyone who says you couldn't be a streamer, you gotta prove them wrong.
I don't even remember joining the Marine Corps. Be like, oh, I remember like, because I was in special ed. The one teacher. This was like even in high school. It was a teacher was like, he's like, you won't make it to the NFL. He's like, you probably won't even fucking go to the military. He's like, what do you want to do? I forget what it was called. I think it's called like an IEP. It was like a monthly fucking thing that they do for special ed kids. And it was like an update almost. And you know, they're like, well, I was a sophomore. And they're like, what do you want to do? And this is why I wanted to get out of special ed so bad. That's why I went to judge, because I fucking hated it. Like, I hated being treated like I'm they were like holding me down. You know what I'm saying? They weren't letting me like fucking spread my wings and fly away. But yeah, that one teacher was like, you won't do that. And I was like, that was probably like, I forget his name, Mr. Decker, I think his name was. A little short, fucking bald, like 5'3" fucking beard dude. He's a good dude. Don't get me wrong. I'm not like hating on him or anything, but he would just like tell me I couldn't do something. Like, obviously,
I'll fucking prove you wrong.
going to the NFL was, you know, a far fetch, but joining the military, joining the Marine Corps, like, yeah, I don't know. I joined it. I remember how my sister, because she went to the same school, she was telling me how proud everybody was of me. Come over here. Lay down.
Oh, well, like teachers and stuff when you were going in?
Yeah. They were like, how's Marcus doing? They're like, oh, yeah, he's in the military. He's in the Marine Corps. And we joined during war, too, but you know what I mean? So it was like anything could happen at any time. But yeah, man, Jesus Christ, freaking the way I am, man. That's just how I'm made, dude. How I'm fucking coordinated, fucking operated. Like, just want to do the best. I mean, that should be everybody's fucking goal every day, is do your best, be your best, and do your best every fucking day, man. Obviously, you're not going to win every day, so you can't be fucking perfect, but like, you should try to be fucking perfect every day. Try to outdo your opponent, right? Because at the end of the day, like, I got that mindset to where it was either killed or be killed. Like, if you didn't do the small things, you're fucking dead, and then you're going home in a casket, right? Or like, I don't know, the little things fucking matter. That's why in the Marine Corps, I always would try to outdo my Marines. Even when I went back in, I was like 30. I was like 26, 27. And I was outrunning kids that were fucking 19 years old, you know? And they're like, and it wasn't even that I was outrunning them. I would do more. I would put on 80 pounds on my back and run fucking 5 miles, or I would do all these pull-ups with like 60, 80 pounds on my back. And I would just be like a fucking animal. Because when they would look at me, right? And I wouldn't be like, hey, guys, I'm doing this. Come watch me. They would see me at 6 in the morning. And I was always like on purpose. Like, hey, I want these dudes to see me at 6 in the morning. But like, you know, it was just like, hey, I'm going out to my car. And oh, look, there's Sergeant Simonides running, getting it in this early in the morning, trying to be better for his Marines, you know? Like, when I was in charge of a platoon, I had like 30 to 40 Marines under me. If we went to war, I wanted to make sure these Marines were like, fuck yeah, I'm going to war with Sergeant Simonides. Like, fuck yeah.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I feel so fucking, like, not honored, but I feel so fucking, I'm in good hands as a fucking young Marine that I'm going to war with Sergeant Simonides, because I know he would, like, you know, take a bullet for me or do whatever he had to do to fucking get me out. Say, I don't know, say a fucking, I had to pick the dude up with full PPE on, which is like full gear, full kit. And that's like, that's a lot. It's like 30 plus pounds, at least 30 plus pounds. If you got your bulletproof vest on and everything like that, 30 plus pounds. So I'll have to pick you up plus the weight. So that's why I always train so fucking hard every day to make sure I could do that for my Marines. Because at the end of the day, you know, I know we could have went to war at any fucking given moment, or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to make sure I was doing my best for them. And that's how I still do things now. Like, when I stream and everything, I tell people all the time, like, yo, you need fucking help streaming? Talk to me. My DMs are open. I always tell them, my Discord's fucking open. You can talk to me, and I'll give you advice. I'll try to put you in the right fucking direction. You got to put the legwork in, but I'll tell you, I'll guide you and be your fucking mentor on how to do things. Because doing the YouTube shit, no one told me anything, dude. I full fucking sent it on YouTube. And that's like, Martin Luther King says it the best, and this is where, like, quotes and people I mentor, I hold a lot of quotes in my head. You don't have to see the full staircase. You got to take the first step. So I just took that first step and I just started going on YouTube.
All right, so that's another one of my questions. What's your favorite quote? What
Quote?
quote do you live by? One quote. Your biggest, like, most favorite quote.
Oh man, that's hard.
I wasn't even going to ask that question.
That's
but
a hard.
You
It's
started
a hard.
talking about quotes.
That's hard. I don't know. Like it just depends. Like what mindset I'm in. Like if it's about being fucking better and trying to prove people wrong, it would be like, don't talk about it, be about it. Stop talking about it. Stop saying I'm going to do this, this, and this, and actually fucking do it and show people wrong. I don't know. Just all like now, it is what it is. I don't know. It is what it is a very dangerous fucking quote to live by. Like that's why I feel like I'm so cold-hearted because I lived by that quote so long. It is what it is. Hey, we just lost someone. Hey, fucking is what it is, man. We got to keep fucking pushing forward. You know what I mean? That's probably the most dangerous quote, but it makes you a fucking dog. Like it makes you a fucking savage. It is what it is, man. Like fuck.
What was that one about the staircase? It's the whole.
You don't have to see the full staircase. Just take the first step. And Martin Luther King.
I never heard that one.
That quote right there, the one you gave me.
That's right.
Rocky's got a lot of good quotes.
Yeah.
There's just so many good quotes. You know, a really good one from Les
quotes.
Brown is, "If life knocks you down, make sure you fall on your back, because if you can look up, you can get up. So don't fall flat on your face, fall on your back. Because if you're looking up, you can get up, you know? It just depends what kind of fucking scenario we're in. Because, like, in the Marine Corps, it's either don't talk about it, be about it, because Marines like to talk a lot of shit, you know, and they always try to big dick you and be alpha and this, that, and the other. It's like, all right, bitch, don't fucking talk about it, be about it. Show me, motherfucker, you know? Like, you say you're going to or just like a quick example, you're going to do pull-ups, you're going to do 35 pull-ups in a row, let me fucking see it. They better be fucking... They better be 100% pull-ups. Like, go down all the way, lock out, and pull all the way up, right? Or, hey, I'm going to do this. Like, okay, motherfucker, show me, you know? Don't talk about it, be about it. And then it is what it is. You know, that's dangerous. But, so, yeah, that's one. I don't know. I live by a lot of quotes, dude, honestly. I have a whole book downstairs full of fucking quotes. It's actually disgusting.
I didn't know they had a whole book of quotes.
I have a whole book of
That's
quotes.
pretty sick.
When I was on deployment, and I would listen to them like motivational speakers. I would literally live my life off them quotes, like
I listen to a lot of ET now.
There's this one good quote too, is like, a birds together flock together. So if you know how birds together flock together. So if you hang around fucking losers or fucking nerds or broke people or whatever, you're going to be a loser. You're going to be a nerd. You're going to be a fucking broke bitch. Right. But if you hang around successful people and people who want to thrive and be better, you're gonna do the same fucking thing. You know, you might snail behind them, but like, you want to surround yourself with successful people, and that's what that quote's saying. Like, birds together flock together. If you're gonna hang around losers, you're gonna be a loser yourself. So don't fucking be around losers. You know what I mean? That's why you always want people always be like, surround yourself with fucking successful people. But yeah, like, going back to the YouTube thing, I try to tell people, like, yo, like, streamers, even bigger streamers than me, I'm like, go on YouTube. Stop sticking just to Twitch. Like, there's people who are just on Twitch, and, you know, they're really successful on Twitch. I'm like, bring that energy to fucking YouTube, because you get paid better on YouTube and everything like that. But it's not even just getting paid; it's getting more exposure. It's getting more fucking popular. It's getting more viral on these different platforms, because not everybody has Twitch. You got to be 13 years old. Obviously, there's kids on there that are not 13 that pretend they're 13, but like YouTube, you could be fucking 8 years old. You know, right. And if you're playing a game of Fortnite where it attracts a younger age, you know, so I try to tell people, like, hey, go on fucking YouTube, man. Start everything you got right here. Take an hour or two away from what you're doing now, like on stream, because they'll stream for like, I don't know, say like 7 hours per day, right? Take an hour, take 2 hours away, so you stream for 5 days, and put them 2 hours into YouTube and watch it fucking blossom. And my buddy Wooly Wameth, shout out to him. He really was he was really fucking into it. And I was like, dude, listen, I will fucking lead you in the right direction, my guy. And I trained not trained, but like, I showed his editor now how to edit videos and what to do and what not to do and how I do things. And obviously they can put their own spin on things. But I was like, dude, I'm telling you, do fucking YouTube. And he's so happy he's doing YouTube. And like, it brought us closer because we both have them things in common now. And it's like, look how much successful we are now that we're on YouTube. Like, I just got partnered on YouTube. It's so fucking hard to get partnered on YouTube. I'm like less than 300 hours away. So by like next week, I'll be able to start getting ads and put my own Batman merch on my YouTube channel, shit like that, at 4,000 watched hours, because I'm less than 300 hours away, and I get like 80 a week, 80 a day easily. So, yeah, I try to tell the people, like, follow. I'm not trying to say like I'm a fucking know-it-all, be-it-all, but like I fucking learned it the hard way. Not the hard way, but I just learned it this way, and I'm trying to mentor you, so fucking follow me. And, I try to tell other content creators that, because they are content creators. Like, if you're a pro and shit, yeah, focus up on just playing. But like, if you're a content creator, posting a fucking TikTok short or whatever it is, and just throwing it up there and not trying to better yourself, what are you doing?
That's
the
right.
same fucking 200 people are going to see it. You're going to get you're going to get like 500 to 800 views on that TikTok video. And that's that. And that's all you're laying it there. Like, if you're trying to get, that's why I was saying, like, it wraps back around to being fucking better and trying to do more and putting in more legwork behind the scenes and everything like that. When I get off fucking, like, I stream every day from like 7:30 to around like 12, 1. I'm off and I'm editing. I'm fucking editing my clips, and I'm editing videos for YouTube and what's it called, like TikTok and Instagram now, because I just started posting over there, because like now I have a good schedule down, and I want to start like getting on other platforms and stuff, and really showing people my face and the name The Batman, because it's easy to remember. So they see my face and they see The Batman, and they're like, oh, I know this kid from YouTube, So like, if you're trying to make that next step, you got to go to different fucking platforms. Posting a TikTok once a week or whatever, once every other day, is not doing anything. Like, you're doing something, but it's this fucking much.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And I've been doing YouTube for not even 2 years yet, and we're already fucking partnered. I'm not even partnered on Twitch. You know what I mean? Like, I'm partnered on YouTube because I put the fucking, YouTube is a more self-sustained, like, the amount of work you put in is the amount of success you'll get out of it. Twitch is kind of hard because they have a lot of restrictions and things like that. But YouTube, it's like, bro, you put the fucking work in, like, you'll go viral, and that just shows. I put in the last 90 days, I got over 2.5 million views on my fucking channel. You know what I mean? Like, that's something to gloat about, but I'm obviously still being humble, but like, getting back to telling these other content creators that shit, like, they got to take that next step. And I try to, and that just wraps around to me when I was being in the Marine Corps, like, you guys need to make yourself better. Just because you can run 3 miles doesn't mean anything. Like, how fast can you run them 3 miles? You always got to, like, work at it to be fucking better. Always try to be fucking better, and that's why I told my Marines would always see me, they're like, damn, Sergeant Simon's a fucking beast. Like, dude's putting in the work, Now it sacrificed time to do it, but at the end it was worth it, because again, if we ever went to war, I knew that I did my best leading up to this point for my fucking Marines, and at the end of the day, that's what matters, is my fucking Marines. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's like, I get fucking very what's it called about it? Not emotional, very prideful about it, because it's like, people are like, oh, I don't know,
Hard
dude.
work pays off.
It just goes down another rabbit hole. But like, I want people to realize, like, dude, you can do this. If I'm doing it, you can fucking do it. I don't care what the fuck your problem or situation is. If I can fucking do it, you can do it. Like, all that shit that we're recording off of, all that shit came off of hard fucking work, came off of fucking blood, sweat, and tears. That's a $25,000 setup over there, and I did it all myself. Like, over the last 2 years, you know what I'm saying?
Damn right.
Like, all that shit I fucking worked for, and it'll be one thing if I just bought a $13,000 computer and just use it just for Fortnite. You know what I'm saying? I bought that for a fucking reason, to stream and to play Fortnite, and to make sure I'm able to do it, to have the best quality for my fucking viewers, because that's what I want for them, So that's why I switched to another computer. I have 2 PCs. So
Dude, these people, you guys watching, have no fucking clue what this room looks like.
It's crazy.
I walked into this room and I was like, holy shit. Like, the PC alone, the pictures don't do it justice. No. It's literally the size of, like, bigger than my torso. It's fucking crazy.
It's very tall.
It's 2 or 3 times the size of my PC. Both of them. They're fucking huge. But like, everything, like the pictures that you sent me do it no justice.
No, not at all.
It's fucking crazy.
That's
how
why
much stuff you have.
Yep. And it's just, man, it's just going back to being fucking, doing your own work, being the best person you can be, and trying to be fucking better. Cause that's why I love what the Marine Corps taught about me, is you got to be comfortable being uncomfortable. And that's like another quote I guess you can really put out there, is being uncomfortable, oh my gosh, being comfortable. What the fuck did I just say? Be uncomfortable, being comfortable. Or being comfortable.
Comfortably uncomfortable.
Be comfortable being uncomfortable. And people are like, what? You know, people are scared to change, and that's why we get so fucking comfortable in life, because we're so fucking scared to change and what the road has, you know, in front of us. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you know, that's why I live my life too, walk by faith and not by sight. I just fucking do. I just go, man. Like, honestly, I just fucking go, and everything I do, I fucking have trust. I have hope, and I got faith, you know, and that's what drives me every day. And, you know, again, everything happens for a reason. That it all fucking ties into each other, man. It's a big old fucking circle. And you know,
it's easy when you have good people around you.
Yeah, I mean, and you got to be fucking, you got to be fucking smart, but like being comfortable, being uncomfortable is like, again, being very, very fucking powerful. Like your mind, if you have that mindset, dude, that's why like drowning is easy for me. Like I can fucking drown myself and be fine. I mean, obviously, people are like, oh, it's so painful. It's not painful. Drowning is fucking easy. You just fucking let it happen. Like it's easier said than done, obviously, because like when you're drowning, you're panicking, and that's what people fear is the fucking panic. But if you just let it happen, like when I fucking drowned, when I was doing my McQuist shit, I woke up and I was like, damn,
baby.
I was like, fuck yeah.
God damn,
but
baby.
That opened up so many barriers and doors in my life to where I was like, I could fucking do anything. It's all in your fucking mind, dude. Yep. And that's what everything you do in life, whether you're a fucking mechanic, YouTuber, content creator, whatever the fuck you do in life, it's all a mentality game. And you got to be comfortable being uncomfortable, and you can't be afraid to fucking change. We're too comfortable, and that's what people are scared of is change. And because obviously you get
no one will better themselves because they're
right. Well, you get
out of the comfort zone.
Right, you get out of the comfort zone, and you know that's a big fucking factor right there, man. You got to be comfortable being uncomfortable. You got to be willing. Like I just moved. I went in the Marine Corps, came out, went back in, moved like fucking 5 times. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and now you're gonna move again.
And now I'm moving again. Like, I'm always on the go. You know, I'm never too fucking comfortable. You know what I mean? And that's where like you should never be too comfortable in your life, because once you get too comfortable, that's when people you're like, you know, quote unquote, your enemies or quote unquote people you're fighting against gets ahead of you.
Yep.
You know, you're trying to be the best mechanic, right? Well, if you get too comfortable by just allowing yourself just to work at your day job, because now you do side jobs, right? Say you didn't do side jobs, how are you bettering yourself? You know what I mean?
Right.
Because there's other people, there's probably majority of the people out there that want to be a good mechanic probably don't do side jobs.
Yep.
You know?
And that's why people don't do good. You know, like obviously we know JPM didn't make it, but it's like you have to be able to step out of the comfort zone and do it. And just when people come asking you, you do it. You don't say, well, I can do it in a couple months, or like you're going to have to wait. I have other shit in front of you. When I get people asking me to work on their car, I'm like, bring it over now. So, you know, I think that's a good way to go by, especially for me, because if I just tried to live comfortably, I would have did 3 side jobs and stopped.
Yep, you got to get outside that comfort zone, man.
When people keep asking me, I make it happen when they ask me.
It's not
so
even
I
like,
don't have an excuse.
It's not even be like, yo, you got to get outside your comfort zone to be successful. It's like, just be fucking better.
Yeah.
Do other things. Take on bigger responsibilities, bigger tasks, things to do that's going to mentally and physically work you to make you better. That's why, like, I bring up, like, my last podcast, we brought up bullying. Like, if I didn't get bullied, I would not be the person I am fucking now.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Same thing in the Marine Corps. If I didn't get fucking hazed in the Marine Corps, I would not be the Marine or have the mindset that I have right now, because I didn't get fucking bleach poured on me. You know what I'm saying? Like stupid shit like that. Like that's why I say everything happens for a fucking reason. You got to be in them positions, and you got to learn fucking lessons, and you got to. It's just it all wraps into each other, man. It really does. But it all starts with you and your fucking mentality. If you're not willing to do it or put the legwork in or whatever the case may be, sit the fuck down.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying? Sit the fuck down. Stop saying, "Oh, I'm gonna do this. Oh, I'm gonna do that." Because then people realize you just fucking talk. That's all you do. You just fucking talk. And no one likes when people just fucking talk. That's why you do things. You humble yourself and you just fucking do it. And you don't expect anything out of it. You know what I mean? Like when my Marines would see me work out, dude, I would wake up at 5:30 in the morning. Well, 5, go to the pool. I would swim 1,000 meters, go to fucking chow hall, grab my shit, do my work from like 7:30 to whatever the case, 11, 2-hour chow. We would always get 2 hours for fucking lunch. I would work out for an hour and a half, because most Marines, they went fucking home or they went to their barracks. They probably took a fucking chow nap, or, you know, they just did whatever the fuck they needed to do. And that's fine. Again, I don't judge, right? I just wanted to make sure I was doing better. I would work out for an hour and a half in the blistering heat in North Carolina, hoodie up, doing fucking pull-ups, pushing up, doing push-ups, squats, running fucking mile and a half, right? Doing all this crazy shit. Go get shower for my last 30 minutes, come back, work again, do the last half end of work, and then I would go to the gym, or I would go to my my barracks room and lift in there. And then I would play Fortnite, and I would fucking shower. And dude, that was my day.
Fucking workhorse.
That was my day for so fucking long. But like, dude, when we fucking ground fought and we like did whatever, like Marines were like, I want to be on Sergeant Simon's team or whatever, because like I was a fucking dog, dude. And again, I'm not trying to gloat or like put smoke up my fucking ass, but I can, because I fucking did the work and I know what I did. And even now, like I know I put on some weight. I'm not fucking what I used to be because of my shoulder and shit like that. And I'm not blaming my shoulder. Like, shit fucking happens. My time will come to where I'll get back to where I was, fitness wise and, physique wise. But again, that's where the mentality thing comes in. I will still smoke check you motherfuckers. You know what I mean?
Oh, hell yeah.
Like, that's where your mentality comes in. Like, I know I'm not where I was and where I need to be, but I'll still fucking smoke check your ass. Damn way, some fucking thing out there, I'll fucking smoke check your ass in. I will fucking have you breathing on the fucking, you know what I mean? Like, gasping for fucking air. You know what I mean? And like, that's, my Marines do that. You know what I mean? And that's why they always wanted to be with me. And if they knew if they fucked up, I took them to the pool and I would fucking drown them. Because they hated swim. They liked swimming because it was a different alternative of just running 5 fucking miles. Because it's boring. You go, okay, let's just run fucking 5. Let's go on a death run. That's what we called it, going on a death run. I took them to the pool. It was easier on the legs and the knees because I cared for my Marines. I wasn't like, hey, fuck you. Like, this is what I went through. Like back in my fucking day kind of shit. I took them to the pool, and this was after I became a McQuiss, which is a water survival instructor, because I knew a lot more. And again, I fought fucking drowning victims, like, drowning victims. They were the instructors, and they were good. But like, they made you see fear, you know what I mean? And having all that gear on, I had to rescue the guys with all the gear on. They had sappies on, they had the rifle. I had to fucking save them, like no flotation device, and it was fucking rough, right? So it just boosted my confidence, gave me that better mindset. So I would take my Marines there, and I would swim under them. I'd be like, hey, do this, swim 500 meters. And it gave them good confidence to be in the water, because we're a fucking amphibious fucking fighting force. So if we ever had to jump ship or whatever the case may be, they got more comfortable being in the water. And if they didn't know how to swim, I fucking took the time while everybody else was swimming to fucking help them float or do whatever the case may be to make them fucking more comfortable in the water. So when they're swimming, I would swim under them, and I'd see them go for the breath, or whatever.
Pull them down.
I'd fucking yank them down, dude. And I would hold them under there, and then they'll, like, you know what I mean? Even to the ones, no one got special treatment, dude. Even to the ones that sucked at swimming, that were like hanging on the wall, I fucking pulled their ass down. Right? I'll be like, all right, everyone get in a circle. Let's get this brick going. And I would get a brick and start passing the brick around. The brick was about like 10 pounds, and we'd start passing it around. And they'd be like, kids, fucking pass it around. I drop it. And they listened, and they knew, like, again, that's where it's like a win-win. Like, getting bullied is a win-win. It sucks, but you're at the end of the day, it's making you better.
Yeah.
Getting hazed. Okay, like getting hazed, like, physically, right? Like, hey, do this. Not getting like bleach poured on you, or getting like cutting yourself and cigarettes burned on you, whatever. Like, physically hazing you. At the end of the day, it made you fucking better. Like, running. Like, I remember when I first hit the fleet, I had to run everywhere.
That's right.
Everywhere I went, I had to run, because you're a fucking brand new Marine. You know how much that helped me on my combat fitness test? I was so fucking fast because I ran everywhere.
That's right.
And like my endurance and my fucking sprinting ability was so fucking good because I sprinted everywhere. So at the end of the day, it helped me. But so these Marines knew, like, I was there to help them get better. I wasn't there just to fucking like suck some water in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it really tired you out. I could take you to the pool right now and smoke check you for 30 minutes. That's all I need. And you'll be fucking dead. I'll be dead too, because it's a fucking hard workout. You're using every muscle in your body. You know what I mean? Yeah, like, dude, the fucking one time. Oh, strap in. I got a fucking story for you, bro. So I had a Marine. She was a female. She was pregnant, and supposedly she had no idea.
All right.
She was like, when I not hazed her, but when I PT'd her, So when you're pregnant, you can't like you gotta say you gotta tell the doc you're pregnant, and you can't PT. You know what I mean? You can't do normal Marine Corps shit because you're pregnant, obviously. Well, apparently she didn't know. She was like, I would say she was like 6 months at this point when I.
All right.
And I took the platoon to the pool, and females obviously had to wear a shirt, right? And she didn't have any stomach, like no baby bump.
All right.
And
that's crazy.
We were in the pool, I was fucking doing what I just told you what I was doing. I was fucking pulling people down, and while this girl's fucking pregnant.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, it was insane, right? I was like PTing them and whatever the case may be. So like, long story short, about a month later, she went into labor. Well, it's a big deal. If you don't go through your chain of command for medical wise, you get in trouble. So you have to go to the doc. The doc will send you to the clinic. The clinic will send you to the hospital. So on and so forth. This girl went straight off base. Went straight off base. She went straight to the hospital. Are they home?
I think so.
Hold on, chat. Went straight off base. Didn't tell any of us. Not even like the chain of command, right? That, hey, I'm going off base. Like, you can go to a base or an off base hospital, but you just gotta let us know so we know what the fuck's happening. You know what I mean? And my corporal told me, he's like, hey, Sergeant Simon, like, so and so's going off base to the hospital. I said, for what? This is when I was in charge of platoon. I said, for what? And he's like, oh, she thinks she has like kidney stones or something. I was like, fuck no. I was like, get her fucking back here right goddamn now. I was like, get her fucking ass over here. Like, who the fuck does she think she is? Because I got to go tell my higher ups, and they're going to be like, what the fuck, Sergeant Simon? Like, you know what I mean? Like the fucking snowball effect, And my staff sergeant was cool. So him and I were like, we ran the platoon really well together. And I was like, hey, staff sergeant, so-and-so's going to the fucking hospital. And he's like, for what? I said, fucking kidney stones. That's what she told me. He's like, fuck no. He said the same thing I did. He's like, get her fucking back here. So I call her. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? She's like, dude, she is crying on the phone right now. Like,
right.
she's like, I don't know. Like, it's just like, she's going in, dude. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, I was blasting her, dude. And then my staff sergeant, he's like, give me the fucking phone. And then he started doing the same thing.
Oh,
we're like, you got to get the
girl.
fuck over here. Fucking, you got to go to the doc. You got to go to the clinic. And then, because the clinic will go, like, give you a ticket or something to go to the hospital. And again, if it was like, I broke my leg, okay, cool, go straight to the hospital. You know what I mean? But if it was like something you could prevent, like the clinic could take care of, don't go to the hospital because there's people there, PT. You know what I mean? There's just so much shit going on over there. So yeah, she went to the clinic and they sent her straight to the hospital, and she gave birth to a healthy. God. And dude, when this whole thing was going on while she was pregnant, she was going to clubs, she was partying. Like,
oh, this baby probably came out
healthy. They said it was healthy. I met her like 2 years later, the baby, because I got out. And like 2 years later, when I went back down there for went back down to North Carolina for a retirement party, I met the baby and everything, and I think she liked me. I think she had something for me.
The baby was probably the fact that.
No, fucking baby was perfect, man. She was beautiful, like cute little girl, man.
Lord.
But while we were yelling at her on the phone, she was in labor.
She was like screaming.
She was in labor, dude, giving birth to the kid. She thought she was passing a kidney stone.
She's like, ah!
But dude, it just blew my mind. I'm like after my lieutenant told me, he's like, yeah, she just had a kid. I was like, say it again. He's like, yeah, she just had a kid. I was like, prematurely, like 3 months. He's like, no, it's a 8-month-old like healthy baby. And I was like, I just PT'd the fuck out of her at the pool. Like, the baby was probably swimming in fucking chlorine water.
Oh my God.
I was like, there's no way. I was like, I saw her. Like, she had no stomach. I was like,
Fucking like
she didn't know, but I don't know if she knew, and she didn't want to say anything. Like, because like when you say you're pregnant, your hours get cut because you can't be at work for so long. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many things that happen. And yeah, I just don't know, man. I just don't know. Like,
that's fucking crazy.
No fucking idea. But yeah, she had a baby, and I asked her, I was like, did you know? She said no. I was like, only Marines, bro. Like,
that's right.
When you think of Marines, like, holy fuck.
Savages.
So it was pretty crazy, man. But yeah, I'm sorry, we went down a rabbit hole, but yeah, long story short, man, it's all a mentality game, man. If you don't want to get better, then sit the fuck down. But if you're trying to get better, surround yourself with people who want to be better as well. You got to be part of something bigger. And don't be a fucking lazy sack of shit. You know what I mean? If that, I'm going to be as straight as fucking possible. Because if you are a lazy sack of shit, you're going to get nowhere in life. You're not gonna achieve your fucking goals, your accomplishments. And if you think you are, you're not. Like if you think you're like, oh yeah, I accomplished my goals or I did my whatever, like you're comfortable and you're.
That's right. And make some new goals.
And if you're okay with being comfortable, more power to you, man. Like I'm not gonna lose sleep over it. You know what I'm saying?
That's
like,
right.
But if you want to be that 1%er or that one, that small percentage of people who are fucking dogs and savages, you know what I mean? Like David Goggins, like I listen to him a lot too, but. Yeah, man, you just got to be a fucking dog. And you know what actually quote that I started saying on stream a lot more about, remember he's talking about quotes and shit.
Never back down, never won.
No. It was Jason Kelsey's like hungry dogs run faster.
That's right.
And I tell Chad all the time, I say, I'm fucking hungry. I'm a hungry fucking dog. Like hungry dogs run faster and I'm fucking hungry, bitch. And I'm not stopping. So I like things like that. I put in perspective. So that's how I think I live my life. Like looking at things in perspective wise like that. Like hungry dogs run faster and I'm a fucking dog and I'm fucking hungry, motherfucker. You know what I mean? I don't know. Same thing with people that are in my lives. Like
big dogs gotta eat.
People who I don't hate anybody, man. And like I come to peace to where like my ex Melanie, like what she did to me and what, like, I'm not saying I was a perfect boyfriend. So she probably's got some bad blood on me too. But like, even Rob with my mom and all that shit, like, I don't fucking care. It's all water under the bridge, bro.
That's right.
I don't hold any
matter anymore.
I don't hold any grudges. I don't give a fuck if you cheated, did this, did that. Just remember, not to cross my fucking path.
That's right.
That's it. That's all I ask you. Like, we're cool. You can live your fucking life, do whatever. Just don't fucking cross my path. Mm-hmm. Don't cross my line and we won't have a fucking problem. You know what I mean? Like, don't fucking interrupt me. I guess if that makes sense. So, that's why I don't like hold any grudges or fucking hate anybody or anything like that. Like, it's all water under the bridge, bro. I could give a fucking rat's ass of what you did or what you're doing now. I'm living my best life and I'm going to do what I got to do to be fucking successful. You know what I mean? And again, it's smart too, because that's why you don't want to like burn any bridges too. Cause you never know. Like, and I'm not just saying relationship wise, like people like, I don't know, say for example, in a car accident, you get in a car accident and you start cursing at this dude and he's he's like part of a corporation. You know what I mean? You just never know. So that's why you don't ever burn bridges. You be fucking kind and move the fuck on.
Damn right.
That's why I do. You know what I mean? Like,
that guy can fuck you up one day.
Like
legally.
Say, either that or like, hey, I'm trying to get this job that I worked so hard for, and then I heard you're the best company. Sure, meet my boss, and you're like, fuck, and the boss is the dude that you cursed out a couple months ago. You know what I mean? Like, that's why you just never burn bridges. You be fucking kind, eat your fucking pride, butt your goddamn tongue, and move the fuck on. You know, and good things will come. Good things will come to people who wait. So that's another quote that I live off of. Shit's gonna come, man. You know, you just got to be patient. Be patient and be fucking ready. Time is money. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
You got any more questions?
Yeah, I got one more.
What's up?
How do you want to be remembered? When you're done streaming, you could be when you're dead, anything. How do you want to be remembered by
it? It just goes back to did I do the best? Did I do the best that I could? You know, when I take my last breath? And did I help as many people as I could? That's why I stream, man. Everyone's like, oh, like if you stream for the fucking money, like that's part of it, right? Cool, of course, you know, because money. That's how
gotta pay for your.
That's how
life.
That's how the world fucking revolves. What it revolves around. But like at the end of the day, if I'm sitting here helping people, getting them through depression, making them laugh on their days that they're fucking down, and I'm being their light to their fucking day, I did my job. That's because like. Now that I'm out of the Marine Corps, I swear to God, when I joined, I thought my destiny was to go to war and I was going to die in war. Like, I was going to die in fucking combat. I swear, like, that was my mentality. That was my, like, expectation. If I ever went to war, I would die at fucking war, doing something heroic. Was it? Heroic?
Dude, I could have said this before you started saying the word.
Heroic.
Heroic.
I would have done something fucking heroic. you know. With the
You
career,
you always fuck me up saying the words differently because then I forget and want to say them like you are.
so like with my Marine Corps career, am I happy? Yes. Would I have wanted done things differently? Of course. But then again, everything fucking happens for a reason. I did my best. I fucking trained my Marines. So if we ever went to war, I did my fucking part, and I always want to be part of something bigger. That's what I tell my chat all the time too. Us moving forward, getting more popular on Twitch, getting more popular on YouTube, you know, becoming a top content creator. We are part of something fucking bigger. You're part of something bigger, because without you or you or you or you, none of this would be fucking possible. Without me, none of this would be fucking possible. That's why I say, hey, chat, we're at so-and-so. We're at we're at 7,000 subscribers on YouTube. You know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
It's all fucking, it just revolves around us. It's not me. It's not you. It's us together. They do the majority of the work because they're the ones who watch. They're the ones who donate. They're the ones who do everything. And that just motivates me to be fucking better, you know, and that's why I try to thrive to be so fucking good.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying? But like in the Marine Corps, yes, being remembered, like it was either I do something heroic or I did my time and I did a damn good job at it. You know what I mean? I would have loved to stay. I wanted to stay in after my shoulder surgery and do 20 and be like, damn, you know, I'm the only one in the family to fucking do 20 in the Marine Corps and fucking retire or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? But I can hang my hat up on my career. I did shit that not a lot of people did. I had a very unique career. It was definitely not your normal fucking career, especially with the deployment and going through McQuist and all. Like the McQuist school is one of your top 3 hardest schools to go to. The graduation rate was like fucking like 8 or 9%. The failure rate was like 93%. And I failed my first time. I fucking failed. The last day before graduating, I fucking failed. And they dropped my ass. They were like, "You're done."
Oh, I remember.
I got one remediation, and they were like, "You're done."
And then went back again.
2 weeks later, I fucking went back and drowned all over. Did the whole thing all over again. Shit and diarrhea for fucking 2-3 more weeks again. It sucked. But then again, like, you know, I'm happy I did it because that was part of the like less than 1%. Dude, when people were like, "Oh, you're a McQuist," like as a Marine, they're like, "You're a McQuist." I said, "Yup." Dude, they were like, "You're a fucking." They call you a water walker. You're like fucking Jesus.
Amen.
Like they would be like, "God damn, this dude's a fucking savage." You know what I mean? Because first of all, not a lot of people like the water. Not a lot of people are good at swimming, and then going through that type of training in the water is fucking hard.
And that brings you back to the passionate thing.
Yeah.
Anyone else would have given up after they failed.
Oh, dude,
this fucking guy went back 2 weeks later and passed it.
I was so upset, dude. And when I got back to my unit, because like my staff sergeant put his neck on the line, because like sending a Marine out to a school is like kind of a big deal, especially if they fail, because they took time away from the shop or the workplace, wherever they're at, came back with nothing to benefit the unit. You know what I mean? To benefit the platoon. So hold on. So when I came back, I was super upset, you know. I was like, yeah, I was a day away from and that made it even more fucking worse. I think I would rather got dropped midweek or mid-class and than get dropped the last day before graduating. And my staff, I was super upset. I was like, I failed my staff sergeant. I failed my and so obviously I took it personal. And I was like, staff sergeant, send me back. I was like, I can fucking do it, you know. And I was like, I promise you, and I did, obviously.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, doing that. So being remembered as a Marine, I think every Marine I served under, they've been like, yeah, Sergeant Simon did a damn good job. He wasn't that shitbag Marine or that Marine that said they were going to do this, this, and this. You know, they was different. He tried his best for his fucking Marines, for the people, whatever the case is. But in the normal, like, civilian world, just making people laugh, man. Getting, like, streaming, because that's what my profession is now. Having people watch me. Seeing people, you know, like, again, living that testimony, like, hey, I fucking did it. Because remember, we always talked about streaming back in, like, 2020. Like, we're like, hey, dude, someone got to think we're fucking funny. Someone would probably like to watch us because we're fucking
That's right.
stupid and retarded. And, like, people would definitely want to watch us play.
I fucking love it.
You know? So, now that it's, like, I'm on that professional level of streaming and, like, I'm in the shit of it. I'm not just doing it for shits and giggles. Like, I'm trying to make it a thing.
Yep.
Definitely supporting other people, mentoring other people, making people laugh. That's why, I mean, that's just how I am even off camera. Like, I'm a fucking silly dude, but, you know, doing silly things on stream and doing things that people who are scared won't do. Like when I'm on there, I dance, and people are like, "Oh, I'm scared to dance." But it's like, bro, if I'm up here dancing, why can't you be dancing? You know?
That's right.
I'm on there saying words that don't fucking make sense, or I'm on there using the word language or the wrong terms and saying names incorrectly and shit like that. It is what it is, bro. Amen. Who fucking cares? And that just goes all the way back to everything we've talked about in this whole podcast is like, who gives a fuck what other people think about you? Just go out there, have a damn good time. If people see you having a good time, like, they'll vibe with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I sit there and I say a name wrong, I'm like, oh no, like they see me like get all fucking nervous and like, I'm so sorry. And like, I'm fucking awkward now. And whatever the case may be, it's like, I want people to come out of their shell because it's not worth living in your shell. Like if you come out of your shell, it's like a whole fucking new world. And
that's why you always have a steady 50, 60 people watching right now.
That's why I try. Yeah, that's why I try to get people out of their comfort zone, man. Like, hey, dude, you can fucking stream. Do you have a camera? No. Why? Because I'm scared. I've like convinced like at least 3 streamers now. I'm like, you need a fucking camera. Yep. Like if you want this to be a fucking thing, you need a fucking camera. And the one I remember was the one girl. I don't know her name. I forget. It was like a year and a half ago. But she's like, oh, I'm like scared or I'm shy. I'm like, who fucking cares? Like, who fucking cares? Turn the goddamn camera on and start. Show yourself.
Someone will like you.
Just show yourself. Like, that people want to see your reaction. People want to see your face, your emotions, your fucking expressions. Like, they want to see all that shit, you know? So, like, getting people out of their comfort zone, mentoring them, supporting them, and just being their light to their fucking darkest day, you know? Like, there's people that come in, they're like, oh, sad and shit, and you know, I'm stay here and I hope I try to cheer you up. You know, I might not because obviously I'm not fucking perfect and I can't do it every single time, but I definitely do try my fucking best. And that's where it's like you got to be good at fucking. I don't want to say fighting them demons, but that's where you got to be good at being a fucking professional. Like going on that camera when it goes live, and everything that happened before is like you don't bring it in. It's like a workspace. You don't bring your life into your workspace. Does that make sense? Yep. Like, I'm not going to come on here and just be like, oh, willy-nilly every single day. Because, like, if you are, then no one's going to watch you. Yeah, like, it's okay to be sad. And, again, you can't win every fucking day. But, like, it's cool. It's fine to talk about it. But if you sit there and let it bother you, then, like, your viewers see it. And it's like a bad vibe. So, like, when you go live, it's like, hey, you're there for the people. You're there for the people, so you gotta like. I don't know. I don't want to like put words in my mouth, but it's like people. You just think you got to put a smile on your face every time you go on there. Like that's why I think I'm so good at being a streamer because I'm always like 99% of the time I'm fucking happy. Yep. You know what I mean? Like whether it's
part of being a goofy motherfucker.
Yep, you're always happy. So it's like okay, I'm always here for you guys. You know, like I'll be your fucking back support or whatever the case may be. So fighting them demons, like when I go on, it's like. I'm not like, oh, fuck, here we go. I got to put this fucking act on. You know what I mean? It just comes natural. That's why I feel like, and people told me before, you're so good at streaming or you're so good at it because it just comes natural because I'm a goofy motherfucker. And I know, like, how to publicly speak. I know how to fucking not make things awkward. You know what I mean? Like, if someone came in and was like, I'm just good at that stuff. You know, that's just like a skill that I learned. Like, I don't know, someone awkwardly could come in and do something, I'll be like, nah, dude, it's all good, you know, like whatever the case may be. Even in real life, you know, if I saw my ex, I'll be like, hey, what's up, you know? And for me, it would be awkward. It might be awkward for them, but like for me, I'm not feeling any type of way. I'm chilling, you know what I mean? So like, I always just try to keep that attitude, man. So, and I hope that attitude rubs off onto other people and they can see that they can fucking do it too. Because I'm telling you, dude, if I can fucking do it, you can fucking do it, man. 110 fucking percent. It's just a matter of you wanting to fucking do it and believing in yourself and fucking actually doing it.
You heard it here.
I'm telling, bro.
You heard it here, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm telling you, man. I wish I could like.
If someone is fucked,
I wish I
can do it.
I wish I can just fucking grab it and just fucking shove it in your fucking ear, bro, and like make you understand how I understand. Because like if you have it, then if you have that mentality, and people out there that have the same mentality, you guys fucking know, right?
Hell yeah.
You know, like I just wish I just want to touch and reach out to as many people as I can, man. Because
like the Boy Scout leaders.
Yeah, like the Boy Scout leaders going back and touching y'all. But
give them a yank.
But yeah, it's hard, man. Yeah, I'm reading what Brett's saying. He said, drama is pointless to me now. Exactly, dude. It's like you're too fucking old, man. I'm a grown ass fucking dude. Yeah, I'm a grown ass fucking man. I don't have time sitting here to be like, 10 years ago you fucking cheated on me. You did. You know what I mean? Like,
Don't get me wrong, a little drama on the sidelines is pretty fun. Watching some drama go down if it's not bad, but being involved in it.
Just being. I always try to be the bigger and better person. Obviously, you can't be that person every single time, and you snoop down to their level. But like, just be the bigger, better person, man, and just peace. Cause create peace, man. I don't know, but yeah, there's a lot that goes into it, man. It's how I was bred, how I was born, how I was raised in fucking Marine Corps. Like, I know I'm not 100% right on everything, but like, that's just how I do things, man. And if you do things a different way, good for you, man. I hope it works out for you. That's what I wish for everybody. If you do it a different way, or you go a different route or a different fucking direction, fucking God bless you, man. I hope it works out for you. Like, I don't want to say I told you so, but like, good luck. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I don't let it bother me. I don't lose sleep over it, dude. It is what it is. I'm going to keep doing what works for me and what's best for my family and just my career. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do what works best. So, yeah.
Hell yeah.
You got anything else?
Nah, that's it.
I
got enough out of you.
You don't got any stories?
We'll see
you got
enough of
nothing?
you.
I got to bring more interesting people on here. Who's got like deeper stories than I do?
Well,
you don't got nothing.
Good luck finding someone with deeper stories than you.
One story.
Give
me one I just sat here and told you all these stories. Give me one story. Something. Obviously not. We know about your fucking the DUI. Something else. Give me something else. Who's your mentor?
Oh man.
Don't be like
fucking hard.
Don't be like me.
Who?
Me.
You?
Yeah. Who?
Get the fuck out of here.
That'd be such a cliche thing to say right there. Who do you got?
I don't know. I think my mentor would be my grandfather, because he always worked his ass off, even when till the day he died. He taught me how to treat a woman. He was the biggest role model for treating his lady right. Always open the door for her, open the car door, shut the car door, make her wait for him to get around to the car door again to get her out of the car.
Yeah.
And he just busted his ass, working 2 jobs, doing everything on his own, making shit happen for his family.
It was so different back then, dude. Like that's the way shit should be.
I mean, he did it till the day he died.
I know.
Worked every day.
100%.
Yeah, definitely him. He was the man. My dad too, but he's
but it's like
that's an easy answer.
Yeah, when you say like, that's why I didn't say my brother or my dad or whatever the case. It's like something outside family.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, that's why I love Brian Dawkins. I actually fell so in love with him, just the way he was and how he carried himself and how he like talked to himself. Because I talk to myself all the time.
That's
You talk to yourself?
Oh yeah.
Like legitly?
Every fucking day.
Like legitly?
Yeah.
Like crazy talk?
Yeah.
What do you crazy talk about?
What kind of crazy talk you talking?
Just crazy
Like
talk.
You're out of your fucking mind.
Huh?
Like you're out of your mind?
Yeah, like do you talk to yourself or do you think about things?
When I'm working, I talk to myself.
I feel like that's normal though. I talk to myself every day when I'm fucking working. Talking about like when you're in the shower or you're laying down, like
I don't know.
you're shitting on the toilet. You talk to yourself? I'm not sitting there. I'm not saying like
that.
sitting here and be like, oh yeah, like
Oh yeah.
fuck yeah, Nate.
Like that.
You know what I mean? Like not like that, but like I don't know, dude. There's times where I'm sitting down or doing something. I just think of
Like goals and stuff. Like get this shit done. But I don't know.
No, more crazy.
I don't talk more crazy than that.
You don't talk more. I do.
Like what the fuck do you do yourself? Fucking beat the shit out of yourself?
I'll sit there and
Fuck these fuckers up.
I'll think about different situations and scenarios. Like someone walked in right now. What do I do? Like
You're just talking to yourself about
would I
that?
sit there and strangle them? Would I sit there and fucking watch him choke in my hands,
I
or
know exactly what you would do.
would I fucking beat the fuck out of him with his mic? I don't know. There's just things like that.
Dude, go at him swinging dick.
I'll show him my
Strip
cock.
down.
Show him the BBC.
Sad.
I don't know, dude. It's just things where it's like, do I run my car into this pole right here? Like, or if I wasn't here, you know what I mean? Things like that. Like, do you crazy talk to yourself?
I don't think so.
No?
Not like that.
Am I that crazy?
Yeah, you're
I just
pretty
have them
fucking
on them
crazy.
fucking demons, dude. Like I'll be laying in bed and I'll just think of different things, dude, and like it's bad.
I don't talk to myself like that.
No? Alright, I'll shut the fuck up then.
Unlock my car.
Huh?
Gotta unlock my car so she can get Advil.
Alright. Go ahead.
It's unlocked.
Mm.
Right from the phone, Jack.
Yeah, dude, I mean it's hard reaching telling people that shit because it's like fuck, you're actually crazy. It's like, well, but that's why I told you earlier in the podcast, like the demons I fight. Like I fight some fucking
You're the fucked up.
I fight some fucking demons, man. Like
On today's episode of How Fucked Up is Fucked
and
Up.
I would yeah,
It's
and like
fucked up.
I bring it always back to joking because that's just how I am because I know that's not the person I am, like talking about them demons that I fucking fight, dude. But man, bro, like if I didn't have my faith in God, I would not be here right now. I would have fucking off myself fucking years ago.
Savage.
Dude, like seriously, man. Like family wouldn't help me. No one would help me. If I didn't have my faith in God, dude, I would be fucking dead.
Amen.
I would have fucking guzzled a shotgun, a barrel, or dude, I would have fucking off myself. And there are the things that I think about too, like killing myself all the time, and or if I ran my car into a pole or
All right.
whatever the case, like something fucking out of the fucking like even at church when I'm sitting there, like something happened, like what would I do?
Yep.
Like, and then that's where you just go down a
if
rabbit.
something bad happened.
Yeah, or just like I'll just go
I
down.
think about that every now
Just
and
go
then.
down a rabbit hole and just like be fucking crazy, man. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like that's shit that I think about. Not think about, but that's what the other voice in my head always talks about. You know, and I do a damn good job of controlling it. You know what I mean? I do a damn good.
Fucking-
I do a damn. That's why I'm fucking nuts, dude. But I'm a good nuts. You know, I don't that people don't know that shit obviously about me. But that's why like when Jeff like when he almost released when he was like calling me a
Release the
pussy.
Kraken.
Yeah, when he was calling me a pussy dude and shit, dude, and I almost released all them demons. I would have been like fucking, like a goddamn fucking savage, dude. That's why, like, when I would fight in the Marine Corps, dude, I've never got, like, and I'm not trying to say this because I'm fucking tough, but I never got tapped out in the Marine Corps. Like, I never tapped out to the point to where, like, you know, I'm in pain.
That's
My
right.
one lieutenant, he had me in a fucking guillotine. He knocked me out, and dude, I'm in line. Like 3 seconds later, I woke up, and he still had me like in it. Like he cut my circulation off 100%. I passed out, or you know, like faded or whatever. I woke up, dude, and I was like, I started growling. I swear to God, dude, I was growling like a fucking animal, and I fucking broke. I broke that shit, and dude, I was like a fucking. I don't want to say spider monkey. I was like a honey badger, bro. And like I reversed him and somehow got his back. It happened, dude, within like 5 seconds. I fucking got his back and choked him out instantly, dude. Like I could have snapped his neck. But like I woke up and it was like a fucking demon in me, dude. And I was like, I was fucking growling, dude. And I fucking like, I remember, man. And like even when there's other times where we were grappling and shit, and I was just, dude, like. Part of the demon will come out. Like I would be like fucking just a savage. You know what I mean? Like I'm really good at ground and pound, but I'm just, I don't know. Yeah, it was crazy, but so I don't know. That's why I always try to ask people, but some people will be like, "Hey, do you talk to yourself?" Yeah, I talk to myself. It's like, all right, how? You know, it's just good to hear other people that talk to themselves, but in a different way. I guess I don't know. Mine are definitely more fucking like dark. That's why my dark humor is ridiculous. That's why I laugh when like. Someone's like, my dog died. I'll be like,
You're fucked
how?
up.
I'm like, how? You know, it's like hard. It's like hard not to laugh.
You get hit by a car.
You know, it's just hard not to laugh. You know, like Jeff's dad passing away. It's like fuck, man, it sucks. But it's like,
Yep.
you know, like fuck, it sucks. It's a damn shame, but it's like,
Yeah, it's rough.
I don't know.
Especially the way it happened.
I just get over it. I don't know. Like it sucks. That's you know, and I'm so hard. It's so hard for me to be sentimental.
Yeah, I cried for about 2 minutes. That was it.
You did?
Yeah, like barely cried. Like just sitting in the car.
I told Sarah and I laughed.
All right.
I swear to God, dude.
Fucking animal.
I was like, yeah, Jeff's dad passed away. She's like, really? I was like, yeah. Like,
What the fuck is wrong with you?
dude, I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe that's just how I am. Like when sad shit happens, I giggle about it.
Yeah,
There's people like that,
let
you know.
it go.
You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, I'm not sitting here like laughing that he died. I'm just laughing that I don't know. I'm just laughing. I'm just fucking laughing.
Just laughing.
I don't know, dude. It's what's fucked up about me, you know.
Animal.
Releasing some fucking demons, chat. You know. Brett said I got some great stories to tell, and Mr. J said not the BBC. That's funny.
No.
So yeah, chat. I mean, there's a lot, you know, a lot to go into. But I think we like being friends for the last 10 plus years. I've talked again as it was hard because I was gone for 5 of them years. But all the things that happened, I think I talked about the things most that I want to talk to you about because we weren't that crazy, you know what I mean? With shit. Really no crazy stuff that happened. I mean, we have funny stories about each other, but nothing like
those for days.
Nothing horrific, you know what I mean? Like when you fell asleep on that ATM in Tennessee.
Fuck you.
Throwing up in the bathroom. Yeah, some way stories, but how long we been going for? I don't even know how long we've been going for.
A long ass time, like 3 hours.
Let me see, chat. How long we been going for? I don't even know. How long?
That would be 3 hours.
3 hours?
Close to it.
All right. Well, I mean that was longer than our first one, but you guys gotta let me know in the comments. We'll wrap it up here about how it was. Like I know it was a little weird on you streaming on YouTube. I don't know if it was weird for you guys, but for us, I don't think it was weird because I do this every day, and I'm used to having a camera in front of us, and we were live. Like anyone could have came in, done anything, and said anything, and
that's right.
You could have like picked your nose and ate it, and they would have seen it, or you know, shuffled your nuts around, or whatever the case may be. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll probably just post this whole thing as a video on my YouTube because being live is a little different. So I'll probably post the whole thing. I think you did a good job compared to Nate or compared to Nelly, my first
quiet Nelly.
my first guest I had.
Nervous
on here.
Nelly.
I mean, that's just how he is, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's quiet.
That's just how he is.
Quiet little boy.
And I feel like he didn't want to open up and talk about some. I tried to talk because he got a DUI.
Yep.
And I tried to talk to him about it. He didn't really want to talk about it. But you, it's like I'm on a different level with you than he is, even though we serve together and stuff. But like,
that's right.
I can't force him to say anything. But for you, I know.
Oh, you can force me.
I would have said it. But yeah, it was just definitely think it definitely went longer. And being
Good
friends for so long, you definitely just have a lot more stories and shit to go down, and having the same friend group as well. You know what I mean? So we're probably gonna go get some food, see the new house.
Hungry.
You hungry?
Yeah, we gotta see the house. I forgot.
We gotta see the house. We'll go get some food. And I appreciate every single one of you guys on YouTube that watched and stayed, even if you stayed in for like 5-10 minutes. Thank you guys very much. I mean, you already know who Nate is. You guys know him from playing Fortnite with us and everything. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I had a damn good time talking about shit, and I hope you guys learned more about me and Nate.
Amen.
But like, learned more about me than you did the first podcast. We definitely went a little bit more deeper this time, which was good and which I liked because that's what it's all about. You know, unmasking yourself and revealing your true identity. You know, like put that in hind's perspective of what it actually means. You know, you can let your imagination fucking run with it, but. Again, thank you guys very, very much. We're gonna try to do this once a month. Have another person coming on here and just see how our stories and backgrounds change and how shit's different from each other. For us, it was like we kind of co-ed with each other. Like
maybe one day, if you're lucky, you'll get a little Batman and Nate podcast.
He wants to come in on my.
I'm just saying, we can
podcast
do it.
So much.
We can fucking do it.
We can do it. You just got to move up here.
Nah, I'll take the drive every week.
No, you won't. I ain't paying you fucking per. I'm not per DMing you
me for gas.
Hell no. Hell to the no. You got to move up here.
Well,
you and Liz, you like it up here.
It is pretty nice.
Fuck the city. I fucking hate the city. But,
yeah, in the middle of nowhere.
Again, thank you guys very much. If you guys are on the YouTube watching, thank you guys very much. Appreciate all the love again. You already know. I say it all the time. I'm like a broken record. We can't be doing this without you guys. And I hope you enjoyed it and you learned something about me and Nate and about yourself. You know what I mean? Maybe whatever Nate and I talked about maybe kind of triggered something in you. You know what I mean? Maybe to make yourself a little better and do something better or be better. Or, you know, something along those lines. Again, that's what this podcast is about. It's about life lessons and learning from them. And I hope you guys can realize something we talk about can relate to you and make it relevant to your life. You know what I'm saying? I think we did that for sure.
Oh, hell yeah.
You think we did?
I think we did.
And I appreciate
we got them in their heartstrings.
Blame Nate. Yeah. Fucking blame him for everything. Ask Nate if he hates that he gets blamed for everything on Fortnite.
Who said that?
Brent. So do you hate getting blamed for everything on Fortnite?
Oh, I hate it. I fucking hate it, Brent. Nah, I don't care.
Man.
It's all
It's a
love.
fucking game. I tell people. That's
It's
what I
all
tell
love.
people all the time. It's a goddamn game. Yeah, I'm gonna yell at you and get mad, but it's a fucking game. I just want us to win because you guys want to play with me or with you, and at the end of the day, we're playing to win the fucking game.
And if Nate sucks, it's his fucking fault.
Yep. But at the end of the day, we're trying to win, and I want to get the dub for you. You know, when we have kids come in and play with us, and that's my goal for Fortnite. I want to get the dub for them because dude's like, you know how many kids would be like, Batman, that was my first win. And it just makes me feel good. You know, it just makes me feel good. But we'll be live again on Monday, y'all, 7:30 a.m. Eastern time frame. We'll be back on the Fortnite grind. I'll edit this video, and we'll probably post it on Wednesday on the YouTube because I already have Monday's video scheduled and ready to go. So appreciate it. Make sure you guys like the live. It helps out a lot. And again, if you guys stuck through this whole thing, thank you.
It's a long ass time.
That's why we're doing it. You know what I mean? We're doing it for you guys. And I really enjoyed this episode. I hope you did too, Nate. Nate drove up here to see the house, first of all. And we don't see each other that much because we're like 3 hours away from each other. But to be on the podcast too. So it just worked out really well. And yeah, it was great. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for coming on. Thanks for being part of my podcast.
Oh, yeah, brother.
And I hope you enjoyed it. Guys, hope you enjoyed it once again. And we appreciate all the love.